rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy and me.
Ooh, oh, what's up, VC? How you doing? Good to see you again. How you been, huh? What the heck's been going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Misty Monday. Hope that you had a decent weekend and that the rest of your week has been fine so far. You have good news. Love starting off with some good news. That's for sure. Hit me. So ready for some good news. You won a box? Seriously? Whoa! Congrats, that's awesome. How many opponents did you face? That's so crazy, man. Good job. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Was that your first tournament? Man, I don't know if I've ever known anyone that has won a boxing tournament. You had 5 opponents. That's fucking crazy, man. That's awesome. How are you feeling afterwards, too? That was your second boxing tournament. I gotcha. Man. So cool. Hate to see the other guys. That's for sure. Yeah, curious how you're feeling after. My first tournament, I lost in semifinals. So what did that make you? Second runner-up? Coming... Semifinals is places 4 and up, right? Think? Man, that's very excited. Very exciting. I promised my mother I would win the next one, and I did! Well, shit, there you go. Hell yeah. Fucking A. That's so crazy. That's so cool. Bit the metal. Awesome. What's the shape of the metal? Of course, but that's what winners do, right? They bite the metal, right? I wonder when that started. Cause that's, you know, like that's an old like precious metals thing. Like you bite it to make sure it's gold, kind of deal. I wonder when that transferred into competitive sports. That's so cool, man. Couldn't be more excited for you. Do you have another one coming up? You already training for the next? Oh, round and it has gloves inside. Cool. Okay. Nice. Ah, that's so cool. And your name too? Shit. On the opposite side? That's so cool. You gotta tell me where you're keeping it. Sorry, Lumax is bothering me in the Discord over getting some weed. I don't got no weed, man. Come on. That's too exciting, dude. That's really exciting. I hope you weren't too like shaken up. Won't believe what? What? Where you're keeping it? Bathroom. On the rearview mirror of your car. On the fridge. Where you keep all, you know, all your awards. Nope. On your pet tortoise. I like this game. It's a fun game. Here. Huh. Oh, you sent it to your mom. That's so sweet. That's really, really sweet. I guess I can't believe that. That's really cute, man. She must be beaming over you. She must be so proud, you know? That's really, really exciting. That's super exciting. Good on ya. In your original country. That is awesome. VC. Oh, I bet she is. I bet she is. Have you talked to her since you won? Or did you send it to her as a surprise that you won? Just out of curiosity. Okay, okay. There you go. Sorry, it's been a couple days since I showered, so I got those extra oils for styling. There you go. There you go. Oh, awesome! You told her you sent her your grades, so she will be surprised. Oh man, that's really. You're a sly one. You are a sly one, my friend. Oh, I'll get there. Shoot, sorry. I don't start drinking beer until I'm an hour in to the stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna be too sloshed to pick up my son. But I will hold you to that, okay? I will. Promise. Promise. I'm just pulling up my shit. Okay. Indubitably. Well, that is so exciting, man. Yes, please do jump in. Please do. Again, join reception, and then I'll drag you on in, right? Yeah, I'm curious how long ago that was. And I bet, oh, yeah, go for it. No rush at all. Do you feel like you had, a bit extra, you know, like fighting energy, after, after, breaking up with that girl previous week? I think that would make me, punch a dude a little bit harder if I just went through something like that. I really do. So I'm asking in all honesty, if you feel like you're able to turn some of that energy around, into a more brutal right hook. What's up, Hector? How you doing today, buddy? I hope Spain is treating you well. Oh, you're back in Denmark. I hope Spain treated you well. I hope you were able to muster up some courage to talk with some chicas the other night. Hope you ended it with a bang, or a blast, or whatever. Oh, guess what? What now? I love these guessing games. They're really fun. They're really, yeah, they're a good time. Whoops. Oh shoot, what did I do? Oh no. Where did I go? What did I do? Turned off my sound pad and my computer freaked out. Been traveling all day, so you're a bit tired. I believe it, buddy. You just got back into Denmark today. And how did you guys travel? Was it by train, or did you fly? How did you get around? You felt like you felt like you were losing it in the final match, but you didn't. I would love to hear how it went. So, you know, when you get your computer all booted up, I'm looking forward to hearing the tale. Got home like 45 minutes. Well, shit, man. You know, don't feel obligated to be here. I would understand if you wanted to rest. It's all good. But I do want to hear about what happened the other night. You know. Oh, but he started trolling. Oh shit. He started trolling and you just fucking annihilated him? Is that what happened? I gotcha, Hector. Yeah. Nice. Dude, VC, I love those, like, videos, of boxers that are just, you know, like, dancing and really trying to taunt their opponent, and then they just get fucking reamed, you know? Those are the best. Those are the fucking best. There's that great video of the dude, like, doing the robot, or whatever the fuck he's doing. And he just gets fucking sideswiped so hard, man. Just eats the mat. Love it! Love it! So good. My shit's slow today. Sorry. Hector, VC won a boxing tournament. So that's what we're talking about right now. Fucked up 5 opponents to claim the title. Imagine that. So fucking cool. I could never do boxing, by the way. I don't have it in me. I got it. This is my moneymaker right here. You know, I gotta preserve it. I gotta preserve it. No, I'm just too big of a pussy, honestly. Not happening. You'd be good at boxing, you think? Have you ever done any activities like that, Hector? What's up, Magic Jack? How you? Yeah. I had to work yesterday, so I had to skip a stream. So making up for it. It's what I gotta do. Hector, why do you think you'd be good at boxing? Have you had a couple fights in your day? A couple scraps? Huh? Works, Mark. So I'm also feeling a little slow this morning, but what can you do? You know, not like okay, I gotcha. VC. That's what he said to you in the ring. He said your mother must be disappointed, and then you creamed him. I hope not like a Mike Tyson bite. But fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, that is excellent. Good for you. Those guys, they need to get their ass beat. Real bad. I feel the same way about American footballers that, celebrate after they score a touchdown. It's like, bitch, you earn fucking like $30 million a year. You know? That's your job, to score a fucking touchdown. You know? People in accounting do that after they turn in their TCS reports or whatever. You know? It's like, come on. Been pretty drained mentally, Jack. I gotcha. Had a moment yesterday. Bawled my eyes out. So I feel a bit meh. Oh, man. What were you feeling yesterday? What were you experiencing? If you want to jump on in the voice chat and talk about it, let's do it. VC, you, maybe he got a broken finger? Is that what you're saying? And I hope that you made his nose fucking bleed like a waterfall. What an asshole. Seriously. Fuck yeah, man. That's excellent. What a little bitch. Seriously. Man, to get personal and to taunt your fucking boxing opponent and then to lose. I hope he learned a lesson. I sincerely do. Jack, just worried about my mom. She was in the hospital yesterday. Shit, but she's back home now, chilling with her. What was going on yesterday, Jack? Why did she end up in the hospital? That's always scary, dude. That's always scary. No one can blame you for feeling overwhelmed when it comes to the health of a parent. You know, that's freaky. Yeah, that's freaky. Yeah, what was going on, dude? BC, I felt my adrenaline went to the sky. Oh, I bet. I fucking bet. My mother is a saint! I think that's what's that from? Yeah, thank you for saying so, BC. She had spasms in her back. Oh, from a car accident. From a month ago. She was in a car accident a month ago. Shit, dude. Wow. When she was in that car accident, was she hospitalized then? Was there anything, immediately apparent? I'm guessing her back was injured. Yeah, you're good, dude. No pressure. I always feel like it's easier to talk about it. over voice, then I don't end up asking a thousand fucking questions while you're just trying to type one answer, you know? Oh, your grandpa had back spasms. I know people with back spasms. They can be so fucking debilitating, you know? It's really crazy. Just how crippling something like a spasm can be, you know? So I totally feel for her. Glad that she took the initiative and got herself to the doctors. Yes, very glad that she didn't break anything, man. So glad that it wasn't worse than that. Man, yeah, that's wild. Just feeling sore after an accident and then kind of being haunted by that same accident later on. It's scary, you know, like what can happen over time. Yeah. I totally share VC's sentiment. I hope that she gets better, and I also hope that the doctors can help her out with, with any kind of preventative care. If it's they make all different types of wraps and packs these days to kind of chill out the muscles. Maybe there's something topical the doctors did or can give her. That plus, of course, just on top of everything, right? Yeah, man. No one at all would blame you for feeling overwhelmed. Seriously, that's a lot, you know. That's a lot for someone to handle. So, yeah, good. Yeah, do take it easy. Do. Fuck yeah. What have you aside from what your mom went through yesterday? What have been some of your more recent outlets, Jack? If you've got any, just to try to ease back into kind of normalcy. What are some of the activities that you do to just kind of ground yourself and actually take it easy? Just out of curiosity. Oh, I see you, VC. I see you. You see your therapist every week. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. And I know you mentioned before that you really like your therapist. So I mean that's everything, right? That's absolutely everything. Just lay down, maybe watch a movie. Awesome. You got anything on the short list of what you're gonna watch coming up? Hi, VC. Hello. Let me turn down my music here a little bit so I can hear that beautiful accent of yours a little bit better. Are you still riding on Cloud 9, VC?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's so cool, man. I'm so proud of you for kicking that guy's ass after he talked about your mama. You know?
I wanted to keep going, but the referee had to stop the match.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign that
I really felt like I want to kill him.
I believe it. I totally believe it, man. What'd you say about my mama?
Yeah, the exact same thing happened.
That's good.
By the way, you mentioned earlier, you said you not into boxing?
Oh, I've just never done it myself. I couldn't personally do it. Is what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could.
Me too, believe me. At first I thought I'm just I can't. I thought I will get bruises always and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just a pussy, okay? I was like a chicken. I fear fight. I always scared.
What's up, Hector?
But one day,
Yeah.
my grandpa told me to give it a chance, and I did.
Oh, okay. So this was on your granddad's advice.
Yeah.
Interesting. And was he a boxer?
He was a boxer, but he couldn't complete because of his injury.
Oh, I see. Okay. Was he a trainer or a coach?
He was my trainer,
Ah, but of course.
but he didn't want to open a business and teach people.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hear you. That's cool. That I mean, just like the simple fact that you got to spend some extra quality time with your grandpa, that's pretty cool. To share something in common, you know.
A long time ago.
Yeah. Um.
My mother to bring the medal to his grave.
Oh yeah, that would be so sweet.
Yeah.
If she could, yeah.
Matter
Show
of
him.
fact, he broke his leg before his tournament.
Oh really?
Yeah, before his tournament, like 2 weeks or 1 week maybe.
I got
So
you.
he couldn't compete.
Man. Yeah. And that sucks.
Yeah.
That's rough, man. Jack, plus just miss your dad and uncles you were very close to. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, that's rough, man. That absence. That's tough to get through because you can't replace it, right? Sorry, Jack, did you mention a short list of movies that you want to watch coming up? I'm curious what you got on your radar. And Hector, again, man, I like don't force yourself to stay up on on my behalf. Seriously, I wouldn't blame you at all. So VC, are you going to start training for another tournament soon? What's next?
Next tournament is in 1 month
Okay,
and a half maybe.
gotcha. Do you think it's going to be some of the same opponents that you just fought?
It's
Yeah?
gonna be harder this time.
Oh boy. Yeah, Jack. What's Dark Side of the Ring? Is that a boxing thing, or is that the Vince McMahon thing? Yeah, you got it, Hector. Yeah. Now you got something, VC, to live up to, huh? Your reputation's gonna precede you. Gonna have to keep kicking ass. Right?
Yep.
How often do you train?
5 times a week.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. That's a lot. Do you feel like it's a really great release for you?
Anger, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If
I believe it.
If I feel like I'm stressed or I have mixed emotions and I want to release my anger, I just go do sparring.
Sure.
Or
No, that's
punch
excellent.
bag.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's a lot of people use that as an outlet for the very same reason. Jack, it's a documentary about wrestling, not the Vince McMahon thing. Very similar though. It goes through dark wrestling events. Are you familiar with that one, VC?
With
Dark
Vince
Side of the
McMahon.
Ring. Well, there's that whole Vince McMahon documentary that just came
Yeah.
out, but also this other one, Dark Side of the Ring. Oh yeah, Chris Benoit and the Owen Hart incident. Man, yeah, crazy shit, man. Real crazy shit. It's so wild. Is it good, Jack? I can't say that I've been much of a fan of wrestling since middle school. I'll call it like 1998 or so. But I do find myself like sometimes listening to podcasts and stuff about those very things, like the Owen Hart thing, and they pop up from time to time, and they're pretty fascinating, So maybe I'll give that a shot. Dark
Did you
Side of the...
drop?
I'm sorry?
Did you drop something?
Did I drop something
Yes.
just now?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think I saw something drop.
I don't see anything that could have possibly fallen. I'm not gonna. What's up, Abe Lincoln? I'm not gonna bend over for even a second to pretend like there's something on the floor, buddy.
It
No!
was a nice try.
That was a try for sure. Blinken, no, I did not drop anything. Leave it alone. God. You guys think I'm some kind of idiot.
You sure?
Get out of here, you bitch.
I'm sure. Blinken, how you doing, buddy? Huh? What's been new in your world? Much of anything? Good to see you, as always. Don't go starting to redeem those drink a beer things yet, all right? Give me half an hour.
I already did.
And I still owe one to VC, exactly. You're on the same plane as Bridget Nielsen. Why does that name ring a bell? Why does that name ring a bell? I know a Bridget Nelson. Who's Bridget Nielsen? Are you familiar with that person, VC?
No.
No. That name really sounds familiar. And Tobias Slotsager, a Danish professional footballer. Yeah, it's cool that they, you know, ride airplanes just like all the rest of us and not take private jets everywhere, right? She was in Rocky and Creed. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Man, yeah. I probably haven't seen Rocky since I was like 10. And I've actually never seen Creed. I have a bunch of friends that worked on it. Oh, Blinken. I got Astrobot for PS5. It's a blast, man. It's a lot of fun. In fact, I probably played it a little too quick because I already beat it. I just have one level left, this challenge level. Right. She was, I always want to say Stella, but that's a streetcar named Desire. Right? The fuck's her name? He's screaming her name at the end. What the fuck? Oh my god. I didn't get the most sleep last night, you guys. I apologize.
My mind is just shit this morning.
No, I don't have a PSVR. I do not. I just don't have that much time to dedicate to gaming. So I don't have all the gadgets and whatnot. Yeah. Why? Why do you ask? Blinken. Fuck. What is her name, Hector? In fucking Rocky. He's screaming it at the end. Shit. Oh, and she was in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Yep. That's what made her name legendary, isn't it? Beverly Hills Cop 2. Oh god. What did I just rewatched Magic Jack. If you haven't seen this before, this is definitely one to add to your list. I just rewatched Ex Machina. It's probably the third time I've watched it. It's so good, man. It's such a simple kind of premise, but done very, very effectively, like a one location sci-fi kind of horror movie. No, not with Matt Damon. It's got Oscar Isaac and Donald Gleason. And I forget the names of the actresses, but it's about artificial intelligence, and it's really fucking good, man. It probably came out in like 2016, something like that. It looks great for, you know, like a kind of modern day sci-fi movie that's not steeped too into science fiction, but possibly the near future, you know, like automatons and robots and AI. It's fucking great. It's really fucking good. If you haven't seen it, totally check it out. Blinken, I don't get to play PC games anymore, really, just because my PC is in the room with my wife, and, you know, like, she comes home, she passes out. I don't want to be clicking and clacking on the computer while she's sleeping. So that's why as a console gamer, it's beneficial to me. I can slowly tiptoe out of the room and go play in the living room, you know. So yeah, not many PC games lately. The last one I played was just recently with Nubloso. We played Left 4 Dead 2. And if any of you have Left 4 Dead 2 and wanna do a session one of these days, Also, Bitsy was talking about Among Us. I've never played it, but that could be a lot of fun for a little group game sesh, you know?
Yeah.
Do you play it, VC?
I do.
You what?
I usually play it
You used to
with
play
my
it.
friends.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Did it get too toxic?
It's just like a game when you upgrade it too
Mm.
much, it gets boring.
Oh, I see.
Always the original one is the best.
I get it. Yeah. Hector, you've been drinking 17 wine bottles the last 10 days and a lot of other alcohol, so your organs need some rest. Goodbye indeed, Hector. I'll be back tomorrow. So, what's up, sus? How you doing? Ooh, God. You're drinking right. Oh. Blinking making me thirsty, buddy. Hector, you get some fucking rest. You drink some water, huh? Maybe, I don't know. Eat some, Danishes? Before passing out. Are Danishes Danish? I always wanted to ask. I expect them to be French for some reason. Ooh. Yeah, I know, sus. Climate change, huh? Meat. Is that the hangover cure, Jack? Eat some meat. From Vinens. What is Vinens? Oh, Vienna. Really? They're from Vienna. Huh. I had no idea. Thank you. Thank you for answering that. French fries are Belgian, I do know that. Pommes frites, right? From the pomme de terre. Huh?
Again, what you said?
The pommes frites. Le pommes frites.
Ah,
Eh. And
Frites.
a potato is pomme de terre. That's apple of the ground.
yes. Good job.
A ground apple. Right? Well,
Yes.
why am I telling you this? I don't have to fucking tell you this. Wienerbrod. That's what the Danishes call them? Or that's what that's what the Danes call Danishes? Wienerbrod. That's fun. Goodbye, Hector. Get some rest. And in China, they call Chinese food just food. Ooh, good one. Good.
Everything is good there.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Exactly, Jack. Exactly. Oh, boy. Sus, how are you doing? I'm glad to hear that you got your weeds taken care of, that you managed to hire some people and they actually did the job for you. Fuck the HOA, am I right? Fuck those little bitches. And also that stupid patrol that keeps coming around your house. What the fuck is that, you know? My go-to Chinese dish, I mean, I love me some chow mein and some chow fun. All types of dim sum. From shou mai to shrimp gao. Oh, thank you, Bone Crusher. How you doing today, by the way? Happy you can be here. Happy you caught me. I love sweet and sour pork. Love walnut prawns. There's a broccoli beef dish over here. I forget what it's called, but that's always super yummy. Whatever sauce they dump all over it. I love me some saucy food. What can I say? Make that shit drip. You know? But also, you know, like, I don't know how authentic any of it is. Any of it at all. There's of course places in the city that are, you know, pretty skanky, a little dirty. They got some really healthy cockroaches. I always expect those places to be more on the authentic side than, say, the usual kind of order-in fare. Bone Crusher, you're all right? Dealing with a few things that's popped up? I gotcha. What sort of things? Like work things or life things or what sorts of things there, buddy? East Hastings? What is sorry, what's East Hastings, Jack? Easy for me to say. I don't know why I can't say East Hastings. Maybe I just can't say it within a sentence. God.
You can't articulate yourself any better than that.
God. My mouth today. It's moving a little bit faster than my brain is. I'll tell you that. VC, just out of curiosity, have you like had any communication whatsoever with that long distance girl since you last? No.
Actually, he texted,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't reply.
Oh. Good for you. What did she text you?
She said, I forgot what.
Great. That's fine. Sounds like you're dealing with it like a champ, as you are, right?
She said, can we talk?
And you said,
No, I didn't reply.
No, I mean just to yourself.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Jack, it's a ghetto part of Vancouver. I did not know that. It's pretty bad. I visited a butcher shop near there, and it looked rough. Yikes. Again, healthy cockroaches. I mean, that's how you know that, place is fucking good when the cockroaches love it, right? Bone Crusher, just life things. My sister said some hurtful things and ended up hooking up with the guy a couple months ago.
Huh?
She said some hurtful things to you? And which guy did she end up hooking up with? We're in an ad. Sorry. That's just for you, Jack. Yeah, I wonder what the rest of that story is. Fucking ads. Ads. Can't live with them. But you're feeling pretty good about the whole thing. VC, JCX.
GC.
Yeah, God. Again, like I've got this store over here that I relied on for years,
Sorry.
But you're feeling pretty good about the whole thing. You feel a bit like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Feeling a bit liberated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the first couple of days was hard, but now I feel better.
Good. That's great. That's the way you should be feeling, my friend. Excellent. Good for you. Oh, really, Jack? There were no ads on Twitch 10 years ago? Shit. I had no idea. I figured there were always ads. But what the fuck do I know? I know nothing. All right, Bone Crusher, we're back. What's the situation here? What kind of hurtful things did your sister say? Did she say them to you? And which guy is this? I hope it's not a guy that you have a long history with, a history of shit, as it were. And where in the order of siblings is your sister? Is she with one of the younger ones? These are the kinds of things that end up making me feel glad that I don't have any siblings, I always wanted a brother or sister, but I always hear about the shit. And it's just like, I'm kind of fortunate. I never had to deal with that, Do you have any siblings, VC?
Yeah, I have two.
You have two. brother and
Yeah,
sister?
two older sisters.
Two
No,
older
two older
sisters.
sisters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what was that like growing up? Was it a
They-
challenge?
No, they were actually good with me.
Oh, great. Excellent. And you still
Sometimes
have
I bother them on purpose, just because.
well, sure.
Because I'm their brother.
Yeah, I think that's just what brothers do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bone Crusher says, a guy that I tried to warn her about. But she said things to the entire family, hurtful things. Degrading her mother, etc. She is the fourth oldest, second oldest sister. Okay, I gotcha. Man, so what's the deal with this guy? How do you know him? And what has he done in the past that made you, warn her about him? Who's this fucker? Man, one... I suppose this is another reason why I'm glad I never had a sister. I would be so fucking protective of her and every guy that she dated. Similarly to why I'm kind of glad I didn't have a daughter, I know what guys are like. I know how fucking horrible the world can be. And if I had a daughter, she would probably just grow up like chained to the radiator. So it's like, you are staying here. You're never going out and speaking with any men ever. So that must be like extra frustrating. A Bone Crusher after warning her about the guy, and then she fucking hooks up with him. On top of saying shit to the whole family. Man. Also, Bone Crusher, if you want to jump on in the voice chat too, if you can right now, you might be at work or whatever, but feel free. Jack, you only have one brother. He's 10 years older, so you're not that close. Yeah, I don't think that you mentioned before that you have a brother that's 10 years older. That must be an interesting dynamic. And that's also kind of what I expect between my son and my stepson have a quick math 14-year difference in age, which is quite the gap. So I do wonder how their relationship's going to be as they get older. Bone Crusher, you met him 2 years ago on Thursday night playing Pool League, and he was on a date with my mother 3 months after my mother was talking to him. Woo! He had a PTSD episode, and he held her at gunpoint for over 45 minutes before my mother was able to escape. Fucking, this is the guy... This is the guy that your sister, thought was a great idea to hook up with? You don't even need to warn her. What the fuck, man? Yeah, you got a VC. That's insane, dude. That's I mean, that sounds like a bad episode of Law and Order SVU or something. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I would no doubt be worried about my sister too if I had one. But man, it's like sometimes it's like what else can you fucking do? He said he was really sweet and caring, and we was all crazy. Right, yeah. Oh, she said he was really sweet and caring, and you guys were all crazy because obviously you were the ones that collectively held him at gunpoint for 45 minutes until he managed to escape. Right. That's the scenario, right? I don't know if there's like many other ways to to show a fucking like insane person than for them to have simply done something like this. If this doesn't exemplify how crazy he is, I mean, like, it's, fuck, is your sister gonna have to fucking learn the hard way? I really fucking hope that she doesn't. I hope that she listens to reason, and that she doesn't find herself in a horrible fucking situation that could potentially be violent. I mean, for all you know, this guy's gonna do something again or worse, right? Fucking batshit. This is fucking batshit, man. If she can't see the reason to not talk, or like, yeah, be around this guy, talk to this guy, have any form of fucking communication, have anything to do with this guy, if she can't see that one big ass fucking glaring reason, then what else can you do? That sucks. I mean, you must feel, you know, like there's nothing, you must feel like out of control, like there really is nothing else you can do. Anyway, she called me yesterday crying after living with him for 3 months and tells me that he had beaten her and tried to strangle her to death. So did she leave? Did she go to the cops? Did she file a report? Did she, you know, like take pictures of if she was bruised or anything? Please tell me she left. Please tell me she's not living with him anymore. Please tell me that she came home, went to a friend's, anything. Like, this is going to keep happening. If he doesn't do it to her again, it's going to be with the next woman that he hooks up with. Past behavior predicts future behavior, and this guy's a fucking criminal. My fucking God. I might have to grab my beers a little early. This is insane. This is fucking insane, man. I have questions. I have so many questions. Yes, she left. Excellent. Thank you. Came home. He's currently in jail. And he will get a slap on the wrist because he's a veteran with PTSD. So is he going to be, you know, like forced into therapy at least, you know, like do some anger management, or, you know, like is he going to be pushed into at least a scenario like that by the courts? And he has a service dog. He has beat 6 cases before. Okay. So yeah, it's like what is going to be the final straw for the courts? You know, like it's horrible that this guy's a veteran and is suffering from PTSD. He needs to be put in a fucking place so he can get some help. Like that is the best case scenario action for the courts to do. From what you were told, he won't have to wear an ankle monitor for a little while. He needs to be put in a type of rehab. Oh, he will have to. Oh, well, so house arrest, that's the next step, or is he going to be? Do you know if he's going to be allowed to, you know, like go to work, go do all his regular stuff, or will he be facing house arrest? This guy needs fucking help, man. And so does your sister, by the way. By the fucking way. Your sister needs some serious fucking therapy of her own. Like, what made her attracted to a man like this? I think is the main question I have. And I know I already asked one question. I'm stewing, man. I'm fucking stewing over here. Ankle for 60 days, keeping him away from her. Okay. Gotcha. Is she, like, is there going to be a continuing restraining order against him, after the ankle monitor is off? Any precautions like that? And also, doesn't that, I don't know, like, for any authorities to know if he's, you know, within X feet of her, does she also have to wear an ankle monitor? You know, like, or is it just like her work, her home, things like that? Welcome back, VC. This story is just this is getting, this is so crazy, man. This is
Did
so
I miss
fucking
something?
crazy. Well, yeah, you can go back and reread the chat that Bone Crusher is providing us. This guy, I mean, he's violent. He needs help, you know? Like, he's going to do this again. He's beat several raps before this one. Currently, he's in jail, but because he's a veteran, he keeps receiving lenient sentences. Very lenient sentences. But yeah, Bone Crusher, please try to urge your sister to get some fucking help of her own. Like, there's something that is causing her to be attracted to a person like this. After the history with him and your mom, after being warned, I'm sure until you were blue in the face, to not fucking be with him. She's trying to get a restraining order currently. Excellent. And I'm still waiting on the details. He's supposed to be released tomorrow. Fuck. Okay. Yeah.
I had a similar thing.
Say that again, VC?
I said I had a similar thing.
You did?
Yeah. Not very long ago. Probably like 2 months.
Really?
Months, yeah. 2 months now. Yeah.
What happened?
So, my sister got divorced because her husband is an alcoholic. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he always go back home and beat her and that stuff. One day she came our home, came to visit me in France,
Mm-hmm.
and told me everything. So I told her, you should divorce him, and she did. And told her I'll take care of the rest. You just need to divorce him.
Yeah.
So what I did, I feel bad. I got a couple of friends of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to Tunisia, our home country.
Uh-huh.
We looked for him, and we found him in a bar. And you know the rest.
Think I do. You're a boxer.
and and the friends that I bring with me are boxers too.
Yeah. Good on ya. Good on you. Sangucci, I'm doing all right, man. I'm focusing on Bone Crusher's story. That's crazy. VC, that your sister went through all that. But yeah, I hope dude learned his fucking lesson and stayed away after that. Bone Crusher, I believe it, man, that you're just trying to control yourself. Fuck, yeah. All the things that come to mind that I would do if anyone that I loved was harmed in any fucking way. It would be a severe inner struggle to restrain myself. So I understand that, dude. It sounds like you're doing all the right things, at least for her, trying to help her get the restraining order, brought her back home, she's out of the house. All that stuff is really good. I do urge you to try to get her into a therapist's office and get her some answers as far as like why she ended up in a scenario like this, what has happened to her in the past to make her attracted to a man like this. She did the right things as far as getting out of it, but she was in it for a while, and she, you know, for the sake of her own self-preservation, she needs to be given some tools to recognize the signs to not end up in another scenario like that. So, well, what's up, Lumax? How you doing, man? Yeah, we are. I wish. I wish someone would pass a fatty my way. For fucking sure. Sangucci, I'm sorry that you're going through it too, man. Yeah. How are you feeling right now, Sangucci? Yeah, there's some shit going around. There's some shit going around. I hope you ended up feeling all right about the test at the very least, Sangucci. I'm doing fine, just catching up with everyone. Little slow mentally today. Had a nice long day of work yesterday, so forgive me. But yeah, oh, Bone Crusher. Thing that broke my heart was she told me she expected him to hit her, but never tried to. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so she has that's absolutely fucked, man. So she has this image of what a male is, and she's got to break that, dude. She's got to break that. It's not fucking okay. It's not okay for anyone to hit anybody, let alone their fucking partner, unless it's in the boxing ring, right, BC?
Of course.
Yeah, then fucking go for it. Man, yeah. So I am very curious, Bone Crusher. Was she beat growing up? You know, beat, abused, especially by your dad. That's yeah, Blinken. I need it. I need it. I fucking need it. No, you're good, sus. You're fucking good, sus. Yes. I think I will. Jack Trauma is a fucking bitch. And as I was saying, I've been saying this so fucking much lately, but I mean, trauma, it's literally a fucking cancer to us, and it causes us to return to scenarios like this over and fucking over again throughout our lives unless we get some fucking help. You know? Like that's the only thing that's going to break any cycle related to trauma. And we owe it to ourselves. And, you know, we owe it to the people that we care about to try to get them into a scenario where they get some mental health treatment, where they get some fucking therapy, you know? Exactly, sus. Exactly. All right. Bone Crusher, yeah, answer my question about your sister, and she was beat growing up by her dad, and yeah. And I need a fucking beer. I'll be right back. Our whole childhood was, but my mother was beaten her whole life. Never my sister, but my mother and all of my younger siblings have seizures due to it. So your mom was beaten by her parents. Was your mom beat by your dad as well? No apologies. No apologies, Bone Crusher. I mean, this is fucking real life, dude. This is real fucking life. There's no room for saying you're sorry in here because of, like, the shit that people go through. Do not apologize, please. Cinema Therapy responds to Forrest Gump and Jenny's relationship. No, but yeah, fuck Jenny, man. Fuck Jenny. That drama made her so self-destructive. Why she made bad decisions. Yeah, that whole... It didn't hit me until I was an adult. Yeah, that whole scene where she's running into the cornfield from her dad who's screaming at her like clearly she's getting sexually abused, right? And yeah, she treats Forrest so shitty. Really uses that poor guy. I've never heard of Cinema Therapy. I'm gonna have to check it out. Sus, trauma warps our perception of self and our relationships and attachment styles. Abs-fucking-lutely. That's right, Sus. It's just a fucking long-ass chain, and each generation is a brand new link that can either be cut because someone is finally self-aware enough and has enough motivation to break out of that cycle, or yeah, you just become another link in the chain. You do the same thing to your kids. You know? That's it. Bone Crusher, just my father and other men, not her parents. Okay. You know, I honestly wouldn't be surprised, Bone Crusher, if her dad did beat her or witnessed her mom being beat by her dad, because there is no scenario in which a woman who has just like a perfectly normal, perfectly healthy childhood ends up with a man like that and considers that normal. So this is going to be something that you're going to have to worry about with all of your fucking sisters, all right? If they witnessed their mom getting beat by their dad, that is the model of what a relationship is to them. That's the model of a man. That's the model of what a husband is within a marriage. So, like, she owes it to herself to completely break down that model and reform it. And it's only going to happen through therapy and through men such as yourself to really reconstruct that model of what a man is. Know what I mean? That's just that is so fucking insane, dude. And yeah, I'm worried about the rest of your sisters too. Oh man, and your poor mom too. You know, your poor fucking mom that's had to go through all that shit. It's fucking awful. If your mom ever brings around another man, chase him the fuck off. Please. Fucking please. Christ. I know you got one. Jack, my dad and most of my relatives dealt with residential schools and shitty stuff like that. Oh God. I will never understand how someone can strike a child, their own or especially as strangers, you know? How? So sometimes they can be groomed. That's the issue with gaslighting and toxic relationships. They have roller coasters, and it's intermittent conditioning. Intermittent conditioning is when you destroy someone with abuse and build them back with love, but enough to keep them to stay because there's a euphoric high from those types of relationships, right? Just like dangling that little morsel of love in front of them, just manipulating the fuck out of them just so you can break them down again. That's just... It's what Andrew Tate teaches young men. That fucking guy. He can fuck right off. Bone Crusher, yes sir, I try very hard to treat everyone varying the last man that she brought home beat her at the age of 16. I threatened to kill him in his sleep. She got the hint. I mean, everyone, thank you. Oh my God. Your poor fucking mom. I'm so sorry that you had to step up like that. Shit. Woo! Ad break in 45 seconds, you guys. Jack, people got mad about the kid skeletons found near residential schools. We natives, of course you fucking did. Of course you fucking did. Yeah, that was the first time I heard about any of that kind of stuff going on, was when that big ass news story broke about all the skeletal remains of children. It's this fucking world. This fucking world. Sometimes I just can't just can't handle it. It's us. So this is back to the oh my God, back to the intermittent conditioning. Consists of love bombing, gaslighting, warping perceptions, reality, and devaluing their emotions, as well as making love conditional to their expectations. It's very much marionetting, absolutely. Anyone can fall victim to it, but having a good family and supportive family helps to let them know what love looks like. And exactly, we are constantly providing models for our kids growing up, and if those models are fucked up, that's what that's what your kids are going to end up having growing up. That's what they're going to think is normal. That's what they are going to enter into, because that is their fucking model. So not only do we have to be good parents for our children, we also have to be good fucking partners, especially as men, especially as a fucking man. Like I'm always making sure that my son knows to treat women with dignity and respect and kindness, especially your fucking partner. I do everything that I possibly fucking can for my wife, and I will never raise a fucking hand to her. VC, there's someone outside your house? Doing what? I hope it's not that Tunisian ex-husband.
I think he took what he deserved. No, but really, I feel like there's someone knocking on the windows.
That's interesting. You okay?
I'll go check.
Be very quiet. Don't turn on any lights. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
Okay, good. Be smart about it. So yep, they'll look for familiarity because complacency and expectations and patterns to what they assume will be happen is easier than being into the unknown, even if the unknown is love. Keyword in familiarity is family. Absolutely. Magic Jack side note is this Robert. Oh, was that could have been Robert Johnson. I know he's on this playlist. Exactly, at the Crossroads. That famous song Crossroad Blues is about that exactly. Selling his soul to the devil so he could play guitar. It's a really fascinating story, and the beginning of the 27 Club as well. That Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, they all entered into. Yeah, he's pretty cool, and what a legendary tale as well. So fucking cool. Oh, did you, Jack? Yeah, I did too. I gotta say, yeah, it's unfortunately in some degrees like hard for me to discover new music that I really like, simply because I'm so immersed in listening to the oldies, and there's still plenty of artists out there. I've seen that one, Jack, the Supernatural episode about him. But there's still there's so much there's just as much to discover in the oldies as there is to explore with new music, it's an infinite fucking well. And I wouldn't know where to start currently. So people will stick with bad ways of being treated because they're conditioned And as long as they're not put into unknown expectations and unknown territory, they know that it's easier to be complacent, right? As long as it doesn't outweigh their level of comfort, they'll be complacent with it. VC, everything okay?
He chose the wrong house.
Oh, was it a drunk guy trying to fit his key into your lock?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I'm glad it wasn't anything sinister. But yeah, exactly, sus. And without that familiarity of, you know, like a healthy model of partnership, that complacency makes it way easier to linger within a violent, abusive relationship. Just thinking that this is the way it is. This is the way it's supposed to be. You know, not knowing that you deserve better, not knowing that's absolutely fucked for anyone to remain in a relationship like that. And it's fucking widespread. You know, people, women and men, but mostly women, like they just linger in these relationships their entire life because they think that's what it is. That's what it's supposed to be. Just like what your sister was saying, Bone Crusher, where she expected him to hit her. She was okay with that until he strangled her. You know? That is so fucked. That is so absolutely fucked. That is your sister's expectation. That's her concept of a relationship. She needs help. Badly.
Oh my god.
Her next relationship is going to be similar. Unless she gets some fucking help, man. Exactly, sus. Uh-oh, he came back? Oh, no. Sanguchi, how do you know that you moved on? Yeah, that's a good question, man. How do you know you moved on after a relationship? What has been my previous experiences? I think for me personally, it's been this sudden realization that I haven't been like compulsively thinking about my ex, you know? Uh-oh, VC. Oh god. Yeah, maybe you can help him out there. Point him to the right house. Yeah, I think that sudden realization where it's just like, oh shit, I haven't thought about her in a long time. Wow, you know? And then shortly after that, like having the urge to date again, putting yourself out there. I think that it can be helped, like to urge yourself on, like if you're pushing yourself back into the dating pool. What's up, Reggie? How you doing? Then that like allows you to come to the realization that there are other people out there that are attracted to you, that there are other people that are attractive to you, and that you find interesting, and who find you interesting in return. Like it becomes exciting all over again. You know? And I think if you can push yourself into a scenario like that, it does allow you to move on a little bit quicker. Always say this, best remedy for a dead puppy, new puppy. I know it's callous, but my God, it's fucking true. It's fucking true. Sus, I just don't think about them. And if I do think about them, I don't feel anything about them. There you go. Bone Crusher, I hope not. I've been trying to get her to talk to my friend Kyle. We're so much alike. That's good that you've been urging her to at least talk, and especially to another man. That's at least similar to your demeanor. Another, you know, like decent man. Those are the kinds of men that she should get to know. But do try to urge her into a scenario with an impartial person. Someone that has no affiliation with her, no like pre-existing connection to her, you know, because those, and also, I'm sure Kyle's great and all, but like neither of you are really trained to help her out of this cycle that she is currently in. She is in it. She's in the cycle. So she needs someone who has no preformed opinions about her, that has no relationship to her whatsoever, that can give her the tools she needs to like break this. Because this is it, man. She's in it. She is firmly in it. You know. I still commend you. Just trying to get her to talk about it, just being there for her, and bringing someone else in who's another option to be there for her. But still, and that doesn't mean that you know, like if she gets into a therapist's office that you're suddenly not there for her. No. It's additional, right? It's all cumulative. It's everything. Reggie, I've been slowly withering away, but finally pulling myself out of the pain and saying, nah, I'd win. Well, I mean, that sounds kind of shit, kind of great. What's going on, man? Right now we're talking to Bone Crusher, who's in it right now with his sister. And I you know, do keep me updated on the situation, Bone Crusher, and also be very wary of your sister potentially trying to get back with this guy. I really, really fucking hope that it's not a scenario that is possible. I hope that she's learned her lesson. VC, I hope that you're safe. But oftentimes, victims return to their abusers. And that is yet another aspect of so many of these cycles. So please make sure, for her sake, that she doesn't end up going back to this fucker. It's going to be the same fucking thing. Yeah, no, of course, Bone Crusher. Of course. All right, what did I miss? So sometimes you need to know you're wanted, attractive, and worth dating by going out. Not that we all need to be codependent on external validation, absolutely not. But a little bit of candy won't give you diabetes. That's right. I like that. VC, be safe out there, won't you please? Sus, but we are an interdependent species, abso-fucking-lutely, and rely on each other. Sometimes a reminder that we're attractive doesn't help to reinforce we do deserve more. Yep. Does, absolutely. There you go. I thought so. They can be an addiction, sus. Abso-fucking-lutely. Reggie, are you having, were you having a panic attack? What's going on there, huh? What is it actual pain? Are you having problems breathing? Is it muscular? What does it feel like it is? Is your heart racing? Like what? Did you call a doctor? What's going on, man? Bone Crusher, man, best of luck to your sister. I'm glad that she has you. I really am. Even though you tried to be, you know, a beacon of sanity for her before all this, that doesn't matter at this point. Just don't waver in your approach and in your support, because she needs you, and I know that you know that, and I hope that she knows that as well. Hey, Sus, that's a fantastic idea. What's she up to right now, Bone Crusher? She chilling at home, huh? She got a moment to have her her eardrum tickled by my lovely nasally drone, huh? Reggie, I've made an appointment for soon-ish, but it feels like I may have pulled. Oh shit. Okay. Hopefully it's just a nasty cramp. Hopefully it's not anything torn, for fucking sure. Do you have any? Do you have any like pads? Any what are they called? We have like this Tiger Balm and stuff that we use for sore muscles. It's just like this sticky stuff. It's menthol, and they also have CBD types. You got it, Sus. You got it. Oh, beer drinking ASMR. How was that? I know I need to work on my ASMR skills and put a bikini on. But, yeah, it'll get there. It'll get there. Is there beer in my mic? No. Well, what, the drink a beer part, Reggie, is a good idea? Or the just like the pad bomb kind of stuff? There's, you know, like there should at least be some over-the-counter stuff available to you while you're waiting for that appointment to come around that you can use. Also, you know, like Icy Hot is great. Also, don't write off, you know, things like aspirin or Tylenol because they do assist with pain as well. You know, I wouldn't say go as far as, you know, like muscle relaxers or anything, so then you might shit the bed. But you know, like pop a couple Tylenol there, you know? Ain't gonna hurt. See if it helps, you know? Sus, it made me almost feel a feeling, but like the scalp tingle, but willing to pay money to hear it again for a chair titty. But I need to specifically make sure most people are here to hear it. Absolutely. Yes. 5, what? 5 for each ASMR? What? Really? Give me ideas there, Sus. Give me ideas. A long time ago, I did have like some ASMR tools. They were all really silly. It's like that cow can and one of those like party things and, you know, whistles and whatnot. Gave them all to my son after he was old enough to use them, and he, you know, I don't know, they're probably in some landfill somewhere at this point. So I'm gonna have to get some of that stuff back. Thank you for the idea, Reggie. Yesterday I was at a 10 as far as pain goes, dude. Right now I'm like at a 2. Okay, yeah. That is a major difference, but it's still lingering a bit. Yep. Hopefully that's a sign that, you know, whatever it was is has coming mostly gone. But yeah, don't be as scared to take a Tylenol or get a patch, something like that. Huh? Send a care package for what? For me and my wife? What? What? Really? Yeah, Sus, at least he has an appointment set up. At the very fucking least, right? Oh yeah, and Sus, I was thinking about doing like within Streamlabs there's some sort of merch store thing. That'd be cool to do. And Bone Crusher, I did see your comment about your sister being at work right now, waiting to hear back from her. I sincerely hope that, you know, like her boss, potentially her coworkers, all understand the situation, and that if any of them see this dude coming around to your sister's work, that they just call the fucking cops. Like maybe be a bit preemptive with that, and you know, like maybe print out some pictures, you know, to have up. I don't know what kind of job she does, but if, you know, like if there's a cash register or something, if it's, you know, a customer service type job, that, you know, someone behind a register can recognize him immediately and call the police, you know. Do think about that, Bone Crusher. Sauce, my wife is going to be over the moon if she receives something from a friend on here. Seriously. Reggie, hopefully the worst has gone over. but still gonna get it checked, just to be sure. Thank you. She has the rock, sus. She is. Love letting ladies know I appreciate them too. Every baby shower I get, mama stuffed. Ah, God, that's the way. Yeah, right. That's the way it should. You're very thoughtful, sus. I don't think anyone has to tell you that. Yeah. That's right. Sus is our resident caregiver, for fucking sure. But oftentimes I feel like that means she forgets to care for herself too. So Sus, here's your reminder. Give yourself a little time and a little relaxation, a little TLC, huh? You owe it to yourself. You do way too much. Not just for your family, for your kids, but also for everyone around here. So don't forget. Don't forget you matter too, Sus. Seriously. Ooh, bought yourself candles. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What kind of a fragrance lady are you? Are you like oceanside? Since you live in the mountains, I wouldn't peg you for like a forest candle type. Pine, cedar, yada yada. Maybe food? Do you do like the maple glazed pancakes route? Is that your jam? Yeah. Coconut salted mahogany. Amber and cashmere. I didn't know cashmere had a scent. Oh no, that bone crusher. Nah, come on, man. Yeah, all good, all good. Just you know, gotta look out for one another. That's it, right? That's fucking it. Yeah, as I was saying, Bone Crusher, do consider, depending on what kind of job she has, potentially passing out pictures of this fucker, you know. Reggie, I'm a caveman at heart. I see fire, and I feel the need to stay warm around it. Come on. There it is. The ideas that they fucking have for candles these days, and I'm also gonna say, for like, you know, they attempt to market some of these scents as, you know, like masculine, and it's like they come up with you know, like leather and diesel, you know. It's like I don't fucking smell that. Like after I take a big dump, like that's not. I don't want to smell like I'm standing in a puddle of gasoline. You know, I want something pleasant to eliminate the fucking negative aroma. Please. It's like jockstrap and cum. And bacon. Jockstrap and bacon. That's the fragrance right there. Shep Gold? I don't think that's a name I've ever heard. Who's Shep Gold? Sangucci. Yeah. Oh yeah. My wife Sus naturally is a major Sephora nerd. I guess she's cooled off a little bit in the last couple of years, but I was shocked the first time I stepped foot inside a Sephora with her. Just that, yeah, the names are a bit horny. Yeah, it's like they're named by men. It really is. I was surprised. Yes, please do, Sangucci. Please do. And especially like I guess I get it. I get the like the marketing angle that they like use these scantily clad, you know, semi slutty women to, you know, to show off the makeup and the goods and whatnot. But it really, like, I would kind of expect that to be, you know, like a Miller High Life ad or something, you know, Old Spice, right? Like I know that like women have this standard, just standard quote unquote, just shoved down their throats as soon as they're fucking out, right? But yeah, it's they're a horny bunch over at Sephora. Is that going to be part of your? Oh no, pint candles. I can smell the. Oh Jesus! No, you do not want to smell my home therapy. We have generational trauma in ocean blue, and my asshole is so wide. Stickers. Yep. I almost wore that shirt today. Reggie, I've went to Sephora one time with one of my friends, and I felt like I was getting lab work done. All the questions just to get a face wash and sunscreen. Also, for you all who are new, I'm a sea witch. Well, steal your voice and make audio. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, champagne. Oh, champagne. Sus. What a segue you have just provided me. Hi, Champagne. How are you doing today? Good to see ya.
Top of his wiener.
There you are, buddy. You've entered my soundboard.
Top of his wiener.
Might have to fix it a little bit. I wanted to use, because we were talking about Mia's boy, who is, we never got a clear answer. He's either circumcised or he's not. But you said, why don't you circumcise him again? And I stepped on you. I fucking stepped on you. I really wish I hadn't. Oh God, I fucking hate that sus. Oh, were you? I couldn't really tell. No, you were a pleasure. You're an absolute pleasure to have on here, talking about Mia's man's penis. I get within 10 feet of the fucking like perfume or cologne counter, and I start to sneeze uncontrollably. Right, growl. Where's me? Sangucci. Oh, I have no idea who that is. He's a musician, clearly, this Shep Gold guy. I'll watch that clip when I'm done here today. You guys, I gotta pee. So sorry. I'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
I can't sleep at night. I can't eat a bite.
Macy's should have a chemical warfare warning when getting close. They really should. Oh my god. They really should. Oh, whatever, Champagne. Whatever. That's the point. That's the fucking point. Again, like this is all based in reality. There's cut penises, there's uncut penises, you know? That's the world we live in. Whatever. What can I do about it? You know? What? What? Wait, what are you talking about, Sus? What happened? What'd you do? What did you do while I was gone? Did you jump in the voice chat while I was gone? What? What did you do? God damn it. Always fucking teasing. Come on. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch. What's the timestamp? Hour 36. Okay. All right. All right. Sure you didn't. Whatever, Sus. Whatever. Champagne, how are you doing today, man? What's been going on? Glad to have you back. I had a fun day yesterday, you guys. I recently figured out how to increase your German accent. Interesting. You want to jump on in and share? Show us your handiwork? Yeah, yesterday I did a commercial for Stanford Medicine. And there's a bunch of doctors and nurses that work there. Of course, I'm in an ad now. That play symphony instruments. And Stanford Medicine has its own orchestra that's completely comprised of doctors and nurses. So we went and we shot their fucking orchestra practicing. It was really cool. It was, like a personal fucking symphony for like me and the 5 other people on our crew. It was so cool. It's really, really cool. And there were bassoonists and timpani players and, of course, trombonists and French horns, lots of violins, cellos, violas. It's really, really fucking cool. So, yeah, had a fun day yesterday. Wanted to get more pictures, but we were just running around like fucking crazy. So I got nothing to share with you guys, really. Champagne, where you at, man? Let's get John in here. Reggie, there was a triangle player who his posture in his chair was absolutely pristine and perfect. And he was just waiting like the entire fucking song. And then his moment to shine would come and he would very delicately pick up his triangle. And he had I didn't know this, but triangle players have a bunch of little like rods to use of varying gauges. So he would pick up his triangle and then kind of slowly flutter his hand over the selection until he got to the one he needed. And put it back down ever so slowly to not make a noise. It was so... And that was all he had. I take that back. He had a triangle, and he was also the cymbalist. He also played cymbals, which was another like once or twice a song kind of deal. He was just sitting there the entire fucking time. We still shot the hell out of him. Love saying that. A triangle and a circle. Yeah. Yep. No square. No X. Oh well. Yeah, it does. I know. Branch out a bit, huh? Okay, you set everything up. Perfect. I see you. Hi.
Oh,
Hey. How's it going, man?
Very good.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, today I was in Zurich, meeting a few friends there. Was really
Excellent.
good.
That's awesome. What'd you do? Yeah, I don't know, Seth. Good
Oh,
question.
we were around,
Yeah.
seeing where my tax dollars go for all these useless fucking traffic lights. I mean, a traffic light on like every intersection. It's really funny
Wow.
because the way they set it up is that there is no green wave. So after every traffic light, you have to stop. So you can actually observe how your taxpayer money is wasted.
So
Just absolutely
fucking
mwah.
annoying. Oh my god. And well, I guess at least it was in Zurich, which is a pretty large city. If it was in, like a 500-person town, that'd be really annoying. We call those like one stoplight towns around here. It's so like that one stoplight that a town has, but nobody observes. So yeah, I haven't heard from Clowns in ages. I don't know where he's been. I don't know where that guy went. But that sounds like a fun time at the very least, Champagne.
Also could get no parking whatsoever, so I had to park out the city and basically just walk there. And I mean, you know how they always said European cities are so walkable and everything is so walk. No, absolutely fucking not. If you ever visit Western Europe or
Uh-huh.
Eastern Europe, Europe in general, you see we have walkable cities. It's an absolute myth.
I would say, yeah, like the majority of the European cities I've been to are large and sprawling, and the cobblestone is killer. Especially for women in high heels. The last time I was in Europe was in Rome. My son was a little over a year old, so we had to bring a stroller. Whoops. Bad fucking idea. A stroller on fucking cobblestone. You kidding me?
Do you not have off-roaders? Like an off-road buggy wheels on your stroller?
We had one, like, quote-unquote off-roader called a jogger, like they have big, almost like bicycle-sized tires, inflatable and whatnot. But to bring one to an airport and to, like, try to get that on a plane to check it it's a pain in the fucking ass. They don't fold up as compactly as like an umbrella stroller or anything. So travel options, especially across the fucking world, you gotta choose your battles, and we opted to go for the cheap stroller.
Well, I can understand it if you're living in a place where there's a lot of concrete and a lot of asphalt. It would make sense, but as soon as you step cobblestone,
yeah,
just ain't worth it.
No, everything is like pretty well paved around here. Our country isn't as old as cobblestone street. So.
Pint, I actually have some news this week. Because my coworkers are pissing me off absolutely, like to the maximum amount. Okay, what you have to know is, that your real baby or was that a soundbite?
That was a soundbite.
Okay.
Continue. I'm sorry.
So basically, you know how when lions slay a gazelle, for example, there's like a hierarchy. First, a big gets to eat, and then the smaller ones have to eat, and then it goes down the stream. Well, basically, we have something similar around here, where we have a list of tasks we have to do, like maintenance for stuff. And we had a coworker. He's like really old. He comes in very rarely. It's a whole mouthful anyway. He took all of the easy jobs from the list of things to do. And now I'm only stuck with the shitty jobs. And my boss complains why I'm not so productive. And I'm telling him, well, because my fucking coworker, this old ass fucking asshole, he just picks up all of the goody stuff, and now I'm stuck with the shitty stuff. And I swear to God, if I have to recalibrate another fucking rifle from 7.62 to 8mm Mauser, I'm gonna fucking lose it, dog. Why are there so many imported German guns? Where do they all come from? Who imported like thousands of these things into us? Why do we have to use them? What utility does this have? Just use fucking 30-06 or 308 or just any standard military caliber. But please spare me. So I could rant about my coworkers all day. For example, the mask thing. You know how I said I got a sore throat because of mask?
Right.
Yeah, a coworker told me if you wear a mask, you're a pussy. And I said to him, I said, and I think, well, you're the type, you're 18 years old, you don't know that's the difference between sulfuric acid and sulfurous acid, and you believe in like 10,000 conspiracy theories. I don't think you're a good, trustworthy source.
I'm a big boy.
My coworkers are really pissing me off right now.
Every company has them, man. Every company has them.
Oh, we have 2 coworkers, and both are pissing me off. So.
Oh boy, wait. You only have 2 coworkers, like in your department, or how do you mean?
We have a very small company. We have
Apparently.
like the boss. It's the boss, me, my apprentice, and we have this old guy who regular comes back. He's in retirement, but he comes back from retirement because he doesn't have a wife and kids, and he's bored all day. So, you know, he likes guns and.
So he does it because he's bored, not because he
mainly also he
needs the money.
Yeah, also he has a bit of money. He needs a bit of money because he likes drinking.
Gotcha.
You know, it's a.
Sorry.
Well, you have sometimes coworkers who piss you off, and sometimes with the coworkers you can really like talk to them. They're normal, but some days they're just. I could take them and mash them against the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I mean, jobs are always easier when you like really get along with your coworkers, and maybe even mercifully or within the same age group, you know. So yeah, like I couldn't see you having that easy of a fucking time hanging out with a bunch of pissed off geezers all day, you know.
I don't know if this is a thing in America, but it's something I have noticed several coworkers because I worked several jobs already in the industry. Mm-hmm. Every time we have to go on, I don't know what's the American term for it. It's l'emboutage de fusil, so foreign where we drive to people. And every time I drive next to a person of color, because they're not so frequent here, my coworkers always yell the N-word. Not at them, but like, I mean, it's weird that every time you see one, you have to say the N-word. Why do people have this? Why is it such a compulsion? It's almost as if they have Tourette's or some shit.
Well, I mean, you know, they sound racist to me.
Well, I mean, they are racist.
Yeah, old race. I think that's
Period.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just both of my coworkers, the younger one and the older one.
Yeah.
Disgusting man.
No, yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near them. Period. Even at work. Wow.
Well, what can you say? You can't choose your but you can choose your work, but you know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah, I mean, you can choose your work, you can't choose your family.
Oh, by the way, updates on my cousin.
Oh yeah. Can you give a little recap for anyone that wasn't here?
So my cousin, he's a hunter and he insists on using lead bullets. And lead, if you don't know, it's not just lead. When you fire a projectile, from the inside of the primer of the cartridge, there's mercury inside of the gunpowder. There are certain traces amounts of carbon and sulfurous compounds which are toxic, and of course the bullet itself is out of lead. And I said, no, I don't want any lead or any of that unclean pets or the of any wild beasts in my kitchen that were shot with unclean bullets because they are contaminated. And my cousin got pissed off, and I told him, and he's still salty, but he accepted that if he wants to continue with my aid, then he has to use them.
Unacceptable.
And what is the update?
Yeah, that was the update. I told him.
That was. I thought you had already told him last time.
Yeah, I told him, but he didn't. Last time he was just like, yeah, whatever, dude. Fuck off. And now he sees that he needs my help, so he says, okay, we can do a compromise. We can do that. I shoot Remington green box, green and white box, which is the not toxic stuff, instead of the green and yellow box, which is the toxic stuff.
Gotcha.
So basically, no more toxins in my kitchen.
Gotcha. Did you grant him your discount that you're talking about?
He didn't ask me anything about the discount anymore. I think he just bought it out of with his own money because, like, he's what should I say? Shy? No, not really the good word for it. He's entitled. Not entitled. I can't think of the word right now. I can't even think of the. Nope. You know how
stubborn?
You know how Walter stubborn, yeah. I wanted to say, you know how Walter White rejected that free cancer therapy from Elliot and Gretchen?
Right.
Yeah, it's similar to that. He's too proud of himself to say, I depended on my cousin, so he just bought it out of his own money.
Gotcha. Whatever. At least he got them. At least he listened and didn't, poison himself or someone else.
I mean, technically, they always tell me, yeah, it's not a concern, and I heard it in school that, hunting bullets aren't any concerning, there aren't any concerning problems with it because you can cut it away, but
no,
I just kind of don't really believe it. You know what I'm saying? I worked too long with firearms. I picked them out of ballistics gel,
Yeah.
It's I see what residue is still there. I can see through the clear gel.
Yeah.
I don't want that stuff.
No, not at
Plus,
all. Like, you don't want to take the chance, dude.
Plus, I love when ducks have good skin. I love crispy duck skin. But if you shoot them in the side, you destroy their skin. It only goes skin deep, but still, there are some pebbles in there. Not delicious. It just ruins the texture. You're ruining it.
Yeah, no, I love a good poultry skin too, man. Do lead bullets, do they, do they fragment upon impact and, spread apart when they hit something?
Depends on what you're using.
Okay.
Full metal jackets, which you should not use which you're legally not even allowed to use for hunting, because they're unethical.
Oh, really?
They fragment the smaller caliber ones. The bigger caliber ones, they don't fragment per se, but it still leaves out residue from the excess carbon and its sulfuric compounds.
Wow.
So.
I had no idea.
Thank you, Sus, by loving my voice, by the way. I appreciate it.
No, you have a really fun accent that happens to be fairly unique in here. So, no, Sus is right. You have a very nice voice.
And I worked on my German voice. Now I'm sounding even more German.
Yeah. There you go. Give us.
Yes, Mr. Pint, you're too. Okay, let me log in. Let me do a bit of code switching.
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Pint, you're too late, Mr. Pint. Fuck, I can't do code switching because I'm always kind of sound Romanian. It's.
Sounds like you're trying to be like a young James Bond villain or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for Victor Frankenstein because not too long ago I actually been to the canonical place where Frankenstein's monster was created. It was at the University of Ingolstadt,
That's awesome.
canonically speaking.
Yeah.
And I've been there and I couldn't see in the dorm rooms. They wouldn't let me in, but I could see it from the outside a little. They did actually tribune him a little bit. So it's a bit of a legend where they kind of put up as Halloween decorations like Dr. Frankenstein stuff. So like a running joke.
Nice. Oh, that's fun. Have you read the book? Have you read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Embarrassingly, I only listened to the Wendigoon podcast where he basically summons it up.
I see. Is that like a theatrical stylized version? I don't
No,
know
it's
that
just
podcast.
it's just a guy in Hawaii in an Hawaii shirt who reads it in a very, I wouldn't say monotone voice, but in a very calm voice.
So you've essentially listened to the Audible version.
Yes.
Essentially.
While driving.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, well, that's, like I'm not one to. It's like the same thing as reading a book to me, as long as you're actually listening. And I guess same thing with reading, as long as you're actually reading it. You're reading it. But often, like your mind can wander doing either. But I love that book. I absolutely love that book, except for the fact that she uses the word. Oh my God. She has this wretched. She says wretched like every 3 sentences. She uses the word wretched. I don't know what the translation is in Germanic, but at least in our English.
Can read it. I can look it up.
Sure. Wretched English to German. R-E-T-C-H-E-D.
R-E-T-C...
C-H-E-D, yeah. There you go, Bone Crusher. Cheers to you, buddy.
Wirkt.
Wirkt?
To strangle... to strangle someone. Would it mean?
That's different. That's different.
Kind of low-key freaky because you use that for sexual asphyxiation. That's
oh boy. Yeah, as far as I remember, none of that happening in Frankenstein. It's one freaky monster. But yeah, no, wretched is when a person is feeling wretched, it's like they're disgustingly hollow or something.
Oh, you mean don't you mean wretched with a W? Wretched?
No.
Because I looked it up, and wretched with a W, that sounds exactly what you mean.
Oh, really?
Maybe there.
Well, I mean, maybe like we as far as English goes, it takes a lot from German. So maybe that's the German spelling of wretched. There you go, Bone Crusher. Regardless if I'm here or not, I still got 2 hours left or so. So maybe I will be here when you crack one open. Who knows? Regardless, cheers. Is it with a W?
I think. I mean, I only know the word with W, wretched. I know it from Bible scriptures. The wretched will suffer when the Lord comes.
Yeah, maybe I'm having a brain fart. Maybe it is with a W. Yes. Okay. Oh, what I gave you was wretched, which is like vomiting. Yeah. Slightly different. Slightly different. Hey, there you go. Get it.
Remember Bible as being that kinky.
Get it, Bone. Oh. Say that again, Champagne?
I can't remember Bible lessons being that kinky.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that that the Carradines are have a long Bible lineage? Did you know that?
Carradines, who are they?
David Carradine. You're unfamiliar?
Never heard of that.
He's an actor that died while performing self-asphyxiation while masturbating.
Ah, I know him from Rick and Morty from that one reference.
There, there you go. Have you ever seen Kill Bill?
Both parts, yes.
Yeah, he's Bill.
Oh.
He's Bill. What's up, AK? How's
Hey,
it
hey.
going? Sorry, I stepped on you there. Yeah, AK, I hope things are well. I filmed a little orchestra last night, which was a whole lot of fucking fun. I was marveling over the timpani and thinking about how much fun you would have being behind them. It was a blast. It was really cool. And
You know, I
then-
probably it's. Oh.
I was just gonna say,
just
and
wanted
then
to mention real quick.
pathetical triangle player. Yes.
I just wanted to quickly mention. I don't think AK did it by design. I think it was an accident. But AK Armor 3 kind of reminds me of. There are different types of body armor ratings which go by levels, and level 3 armor is actually rated for AK-47 ammo. So I don't know. AK, did you do that on purpose, or was this just a coincidence? This is just something that's stuck in me.
That's so funny. I'm going to go ahead and say that that's a coincidence, but you never know. You never know.
You know, maybe, I mean, AK is American, so, you know,
Right.
I know a lot of Americans who love the AK-47.
Uh-huh.
Personally, don't really like it.
Do you know many 17-year-old females that are really into AK-47s?
Not really AK-47s, but I know a lot of which are into
Or the
bolt
Iron
action 223s.
Gotcha. Females, 17-year-old females that are into bolt action
Well,
223s.
But they're very light shooting. They don't have a lot of recoil. They're good at distance shooting for competitions.
Gotcha. Did not know that.
Like AKA are.
Yeah,
Oh.
I see AK Amor as well. As an Amor. The international language of love. AK, you think you're doing a little better? Definitely still feel a little depressed and anxious, but I'm having good moments anyways. And it's not as bad as it was. Well, that's nice. Have you had any further conversations with any of the other teachers? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. Right, Sus? Just, you know, like 8 months to go. 9 months at least until high school's over with. Then off to college. So fucking exciting. Oh, man.
So, Pint, do you have any plans for Halloween?
Yes and no. I need to start getting my son's costume together. He's gonna be Luigi from Luigi's Haunted Mansion specifically. So he has the Luigi outfit. I just need to fucking somehow fashion a Ghostbuster style vacuum for him. And then I'll probably like add some accoutrement, like a plunger with a rope stuck to it. You know?
Accoutrement? What is that shit?
Said the word. AK says, I knew a bit about the AK-47 thing when I made the username, but AK is my initials. That's where it actually stems from. And yeah, Amor. Or Amore. It's in the Italian. Duh. Your college tuition pays for therapy. Hey! Are you and your boyfriend planning to go to the same college? Very good question, Sus. And are you spending more time with him and his family? Good questions indeed. But yeah, so that's essentially the extent of my Halloween plans. We live near a town called Colma, Champaign, that is known for having more dead people than living people in it. It's just like a big graveyard town with some houses around it. In fact, we
military
have
conflict, or
I'm sorry?
was it from is it a military graveyard, or is it just a regular graveyard?
So what happened was San Francisco in the 70s, I believe, actually outlawed graveyards because the city had been expanding so rapidly for so long, they needed extra space for people to live. So what they ended up doing was they unearthed all the fucking buried people and moved them just a few miles south to this town that is by a hillside and had not been developed that much. And that became Colma. So yeah, it previous to that, it didn't really have any of that history, you know, like it wasn't a processing place. It didn't have a bunch of mortuaries or anything. But that's what it became after all the graves were moved. So it's interesting. We call it the City of the Dead around here. AK, I talked to Shane, one of the staff members, on Tuesday. He asked me how I was doing, but admittedly, I was not doing well mentally that night, so I kind of dismissed the conversation. Well, you have another chance, you know, like don't consider every conversation to be a, you know, single opportunity type situation. Sas, I mean, it's hard. You get so much from your mom and how she's angry at you for being anxious. You need time to process things, abso-fucking-lutely. AK Max and I aren't planning to go to the same college. We both already had places in mind when we met. However, obviously, we're planning on staying together. So sweet! Young love. I love it. So sweet! So cute! Adorable. Champagne, do you have any plans for Halloween? Or do you even do Halloween?
Actually, yeah. Okay. First of all, there is a map floating around which says apparently Switzerland doesn't celebrate Halloween. I don't know who made this map. This is objectively wrong. Second of all, ironically, spending my Halloween over the border. I'm gonna dress up as the guy from Dogwoods. It was, if you know the game.
I don't know that game.
It's actually a really nice cosplay because all you need to have is a red scarf, 10-gallon hat, and a really long jacket. That's all you need.
Nice. Okay.
Better if it's like really shitty clothing, because in the story of the game, the guy basically steals it off a scarecrow, and that's
fun.
how. Oh shit! Spoilers.
Wow. I don't even remember the name of the game
Whoopsie.
at this point. It sounds like fun, though. I love me a good 10-gallon hat.
Coolest thing about this is that you can actually reuse all of your old clothes that you never wear. For example, my scarf is actually just a t-shirt cut into two that I can wrap around nicely, so I can cover up my face, and I can pull it down, take a drink, pull it back up.
Oh, nice.
Really funny.
I gotcha. That is funny. Oh, that's cool. And you already have the hat?
Yeah, I bought it when I was very little. I had my face with essentially I used to have my Battlefield 1 face, and I really liked the Australian campaign. So I liked it so much, I said I need an Australian hat. A bush hat, and
A bush hat.
there I got it.
There you go. Ah, that's fun. That's cool. I don't imagine it would be that easy to find a 10-gallon hat. But you did
Amazon.
when you were younger, so that's cool. Magic Jack, I love that idea. That, yeah, now you're really getting into real cosplay over here. Hmm? Dress up as me. Yeah, exactly, Sus. For sure. Sus says you'll get there soon. You'll be able to cry your heart out away from your mom and never have someone yell or scream or intimidate you. Fuck yeah, you'll be free. Abso-fucking-lutely. And yeah, AK, that's just so sweet that you guys are still planning on staying together. You never know, right? What are your plans, AK? You got your Halloween costumes last night. Mobsters. Excellent. You're gonna have to share a picture when the two of you dress up. That's so cute. Are you being specific mobsters? You know, like Babyface, Babyface Nelson or Al Capone or anything like that? Or are you just going for the like generic 20s mobsters? I would assume, right? Oh God, what's the name of the fucking guy? The
Al Capone?
No, the union guy, the Teamster that disappeared. Nobody ever found his body. It's legendary. Oh my God, what the fuck's his name? Hoffa, Jimmy Hoffa. Woo! Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be fun to do, like a couples thing, where you're like a mobster with a shovel, and he's like a zombie Jimmy Hoffa, the name tag or something. I don't know. I don't know how you would, relay that it's Jimmy Hoffa. Cement shoes, So cute, right? So cute. AK, I hope that you're able to get out and have some fun. Not just different outfits. He's wearing the white suit with black stripes. Awesome. And a red tie and cigar. Doing a black suit with white stripes and a pipe. That sounds like a blast. I hope that you've also managed to find some cool period hats as well. Some nice costume 20s hats. Jimmy Hoffa can't be. Well, yeah. I mean, he could be. What? He'd probably be pushing 100, if not already 100 at this point, right? Or if that's what you mean, like he's just in some cryo chamber somewhere, like Walt Disney's head. Sure. Sus, last day of school, then fall break. Gonna pick up my daughter soon. You got it. But enrolling her in soccer with her brothers. Excellent. That's so fun. One of my friends just started coaching his daughter's soccer league, his daughter's soccer team, and it just sounds like, it sounds so precious. It sounds so fun. So maybe one day. I don't know. Boys in sports, it's a bit different, I feel like, than girls in sports. Dads fucking ruin it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Because Sus just wrote with the military thing. Is Sus American?
Sus is American.
Where's she from? Because
Sus is American.
Then I get it.
Yeah, her husband is stationed currently in Japan, but he's a lifelong military guy, as is his own father. He comes from an army family. At least
I just wanted to get the context because of military, because some places have a large military culture, other places have no military culture.
Sus, forgive me. I thought that his dad was military as well. Oh, your family's military. I got that confused. So sorry. All you military brats out there. I mean, that's great news, regardless, that he's not going to push your sons, or I guess daughter would be a possibility as well. At least he's not going to push them towards a military lifestyle if they don't want that. And I swear that's just like the least you can do as a parent. Is just like hope they grow up and grow towards something that they desire to be a part of, and just support them along the way, right? Like why force them in any one direction?
Yeah, it's
So,
like I got shamed when I was little
Navy.
because I dodged the draft. And, people were really pissed off because they said, "Oh, you're a draft dodger. Oh, you don't like your country. Oh, you don't like this and that." And I can really empathize with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially if you're, you know, a whatchamacallit, what's the peaceful? Yeah, see, you guys, my brain today. What's it called? I'm in.
Conscription?
No. When you're against war, you know.
Pacifism?
Fucking what?
Pacifism.
Yeah. Pacifist. There's a bigger word for it. Conscientious objector. Thank you, Jesus. I mean, sus. Thank you, sus.
Jesus Christ.
Man. A conscientious objector. Sus, he let go. He just wants them to be happy and good in school, and said he was proud of me for all the. Oh, that's great. That's really nice, Sus. Wow, that's like what a corner he's turned. That's really special. That's really sweet and kind of surprising. Fucking A. If you want to dodge a draft, it's fine. I was going into the Air Force as a conscientious objector. There you go. But life happened and it wasn't meant to be for me in the military. Yeah. And that's perfectly fine, right? AK, funny story. I told my dad that Max and I were briefly going out to dinner last night, which we did. And then we decided to find Halloween costumes, put in the nearest Spirit Halloween into the GPS, and ended up super far away. Whoops. Lol. I texted my dad, be home in 2 hours, and when I got home, he was like, "Where did you eat?" That's good. Does Max drive, or do you both like jumped on a bus and went that far away? How did you get there? Happens finding Halloween costume. Yes. Oh my God. The last Halloween costume that I had that I actually took really seriously, I was Alex DeLarge, Droog from Clockwork Orange. Oh, Max drives. That's perfect. Woo! Glad he didn't have to drive the bus all the way out there. But I took that shit so seriously, and I drove all the fuck around the Bay Area, trying to piece together that costume. I wanted it to be as accurate to the movie as possible. Yeah, exactly, Sus. Actually, I just found a picture of me in that costume. Did I save that? Where'd it go? Oh, yep. Okay. I'm gonna post it to the chit chat, because why not? I don't have my cane in the picture, which is annoying, because I got I got a nice, like round-headed cane, and then I like sanded and shaped the knob down to look like a dickhead, a bell end, because that's what it is, at least in the book. The top of Alex's cane is shaped like the tip of a penis. I fucking did all that. And you can't tell in this picture, but that's all right. That's all right. You get the idea. Such a bad picture. It's from too far away. I know that there's others out there. I know there's others. But I like, I'm so excited for Last of Us Season 2, Jack. Fuck yeah. But like, I got rubber eyeballs and I sewed them to my, to the cuffs of my sleeve. I had, double, eyelashes on one eye. My codpiece was actually originally a Darth Vader codpiece that I painted tan. Had killer boots. Yeah, there's a lot of, flourish to that costume that you just don't see there, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a really bland costume from afar. And again, I don't know where the fuck my cane is.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, Sus. You're fine. What's up?
I just had to mention something which happened to me similar to customs. I have a funny story about that. It was 10th grade, last day of school. Last few days of schools, we said everyone should dress up as something. We had a theme week.
Nice, yeah.
Every day of the last days of school were themes. So basically, one of them was 1970s, right?
Oh, nice. Cool.
Everybody dressed up as like
John Travolta.
hippies and stuff. And I asked my dad what did people in the 70s wear, and I wore a suit, like an actual 1970s grade, how you would see it in the pictures, arrived. It was so funny when we took the picture because everyone was like in flowers, and I was the only guy in like actual suit and tarn.
Yeah.
Not tarn. That also relates to that because I just mentioned tarn. Initially, what I wanted to wear, we have German military surplus, so like an overall, which was in flag tarn, and I thought, well, I should dress up as a soldier because back then in the 70s, the height of the Cold War, everybody was a soldier. Yeah, I mean, I also thought about maybe wearing a bear's head and drawing on a hammer and sickle and going as a communist from the Soviet Union. But I ended up with just a regular suit and tie.
Nice. I do have to say that hippies are more so 60s than 70s. I mean, Summer of Love is 1967. So your classmates are mostly morons, and you had it more on the nose than they did, for sure. For fucking sure. I would be so irritated. As like a 60s purist. I'd be very, very irritated.
My dad is thrilled, and he always told me about how he was in the 60s and how he despised the hippies because basically like they weren't working, they were only drinking, and like they were the outcasts of society. Basically what we think hobos are the people which you have prejudice against because they're not working and they're lazy and they're hippies. My dad always told me that's what hippies were, and I shouldn't dress like this because it's like I going as basically, and I don't know, you don't have the word around here, but it's asocial or antisocial. It basically means a person who can't integrate into society.
Yeah.
An asocial person.
Yeah, this is pretty much what I was going to say, Sus. They were associated with counterculture of the 60s, originally a youth movement that began in the United States during or around 1964 and spread to different countries around the world. It was like an anti-establishment thing. It was standing up against the man in a lot of fucking ways, and going against the kind of fabric and structure that society was forcing upon them. I mean, it's, like pre-fucking civil rights. Pre-legalization of interracial marriage. Like they were standing up for a lot of things outside of just being, like lazy potheads, lazy hippies, whatever. They're anti-establishment, and without them, like, you don't want to fucking grow up with a stick in your ass, right? Like, come on now. What the fuck on? Oh, let's do it, Jack. Let's do it. My dad was a hippie, Ultimately, he cut his hair.
Hello,
and he got
Wizard
a long
Jackson.
time job. Oh, yeah, what's up, Jack? How you doing? Jack, you there?
I have awaited you, Mr. Jack. Please do not disappoint me.
Oh, there you are. Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Been better.
Yeah? Your mom's home from the hospital, right?
Yeah, she is.
Mm-hmm. Has she received any post-visit care, treatment, prescriptions, anything of that sort?
Yeah, she's been phoned a bunch of places this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And she has her meds, so.
Gotcha. That's good. I hope that they help. the meds, and that, you know, she takes them as the doctor has prescribed. Sorry, AK, I'm having another party this year, which I'm looking forward to. It's the one time of the year that I have people over. It's, yeah, that used to be same, like the one time a year that I would host anything. I used to love Halloween. And now it's, you know, just making sure that my son's having fun. Yeah, exactly, sus. Yeah, like Atari and floppy disks. Jack, is she experiencing any more pain since she's been back, or any more spasms? Anything like that?
Yeah, she's still sore, but
She is still sore.
hopefully it'll get better.
I gotcha. And she's at home now?
Yeah, I'm taking care of hers.
Good on you. You're a good son. No, that's good. I'm glad that, you know, the doctors didn't see much reason in keeping her. And so yeah, just make sure that she stays up on her meds, and hopefully this doesn't become a chronic thing, you know? Hopefully it doesn't become routine. Her having spasms and ending back up in the hospital. Is this the first time that since her car accident that she ended up in the hospital due to a back spasm?
No, she actually broke her leg in last December. So.
Damn. I see.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, beyond all the other stuff that she's been through, I'm not surprised at all that she can manage through this sort of stuff too. But no, good for you for taking care of her, for making sure that she has everything that she needs. It's good to pay it forward, you know.
Yeah, even though I'm in it all,
yeah,
try to take care of her.
Yeah, I know you do what you can. Sus, no, yeah, you're good. You're good. Flee whenever you have to. Thanks for sticking around today. Totally appreciate it. I mean, that's like another reason why I walk to pick up my son every day. The parking lot is fucking insane, both in the morning and in the afternoon. It's nuts. Fuck all those fucking parents. They're just like double, triple parking to drop off their kids. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. Go grab a spot. Be comfy. Look out for all the other moron parents. Oh boy. So Jack, what you got? We were briefly discussing this earlier. But do you have any movie selections lined up for chilling later?
Oh, not really at the moment.
No, nothing. That's
Been
really
watching a bunch of wrestling at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, that, and also been watching a documentary about the rise and fall of ECW.
Oh, okay. Is that what was his name? Rey Mysterio? Was he in that?
Yeah, like in the very, very start, like in 1995.
Yeah, okay. Is that an interesting one?
Yeah, that's part of my favorite wrestling promotions.
Oh, really?
You know, they had like flaming tables and power bar.
Oh
and all
God,
that.
yeah, like that. That real like backyard wrestling type shit, smashing people with fluorescent tubes.
Yeah, and like they actually had like a TV channel back in the day, so it aired on.
They
TV,
did. Oh shit! Jesus Christ! Yeah. Wow. Man. Speaking of which, have you ever seen The Wrestler? Darren Aronofsky's film?
Yeah, it's an awesome film. Pretty
so
realistic.
Good. Yeah, that's like, it's easily one of my favorite films of his. And people like to tier others in there above The Wrestler. But, okay, fine, sus, fine. But that one's easily one of my favorites of his.
Yeah, there's so many wrestlers like that, man. Trying to hold on to the gold glory.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it easy, sus. working in the deli
Hi,
counter of
Seth.
supermarkets. AK, when you're done with your new short story, please share it. The poetry that you shared was really nice. I don't think I commented on it, but I read it in the parking lot last night where I was working. It was really nice. It's really sweet. I know that you had just posted a Robert Frost poem, right? Was the one that you wrote at all inspired by Robert Frost? It had, that nice kind of natural observational element to it, which was cool. There you go. Thank you, AK. As far as Darren Aronofsky's other films go, probably like the Wrestler and Pi are way up there for me. The Fountain I didn't like so much. Mother I did enjoy, but I feel like it could have been edited a little bit. And I mean, of course, Requiem for a Dream will always haunt me. Like, that movie is so fucked up. And the cast is perfect. Oh, well, there you go, AK. The one that you wrote was totally off the dome. Fuck yeah, that's cool. No, it was really good. Did you feel, I mean, like, what was that for? Was that for an assignment, or did you just go ahead and do it? Did you just feel like writing poetry in the moment? Have you guys seen Requiem for a Dream? Champagne Jack?
No.
Nope, never heard of it.
No? Oh boy. You guys want to get fucked up?
Is it like Grave of the Firefly?
I actually haven't seen Grave of the Fireflies. It's been on my list for ages, and I haven't watched it yet. But it is such a depressing fucking movie. It's one of those where you have multiple characters that are all, like related to someone, to each other somehow. And it just kind of goes from bad to worse. And it's just like, it's such a bleak film, and it's about addiction on a lot of levels, and usury, and manipulation, and it's just like about all these fucking horrible aspects of living. So if you want to watch a movie like that, fucking go for it. But I gotta say, Jennifer Connelly, my God. If you're into her, you should watch it.
I might have watched it when I was younger.
Oh, no. If you did, you would be scarred. AK, it wasn't for an assignment or anything. I write poetry sometimes for recreation or to let things out. I don't share it super often, but I mean to. LOL. That laugh out loud always gets me. Same thing with short stories. They're almost never for an assignment. That's awesome. If you feel the fucking urge to just do it, I'm glad that you're allowing yourself to do it. Because, like a lot of people out there, like, they want to be a writer. They want to do it as a hobby. They want to express themselves in that way. But they never do, just because there's always something else to do, or because video games, or like whatever have you. So I'm glad that you at least have the ability and the motivation to actually just fucking do it in the moment. Keep that up. Keep that habit up. That's a really important one. So good on you. Did either of you guys see Mother?
I heard of it.
Yeah. In Champagne, did he say you did or did not?
No, I said no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one's, it's, you know, like he makes fucked up movies. He really does. If either of you like Javier Bardem, definitely do it. And Jennifer Lawrence, she's kind of hit or miss for me, but she's really, really fucking good at Mother. So
Yeah, I've seen the baby scene. That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like fucking overall, man. It's a tough movie to get through. My wife and I watched it together, and I definitely enjoyed it more than her. But I think it's poignant and really sticks with you after you finish watching it, which are like, it's one of my favorite experiences from watching movies. Is just like the continuation after it's ended of just like going back to it, thinking more about it. I love that. It doesn't happen as much.
Oh, wait a
anymore.
minute. Is it that one where the guy kind of where the baby loses its head? Is it that one?
Well, it all takes place in one house, right? And it's kind of the story of Mother Earth in a lot of ways. So I don't know if you're just talking about a clip or
Maybe I just it's not no. I confuse it with something else. It's
Are
the
you thinking
Spanish movie about that the what's it called, the coffee table, I think. Well, it was that Spanish movie. Wait a minute, I trying to search it up.
you're not thinking of Train Spotting.
Oh yes, the coffee table it was called. Oh, that was what I was referencing.
It's called The Coffee Table?
Oh no, it was something else. It was a Spanish film, and it's really fucked up about a guy who accidentally cuts off his baby's head with a coffee table.
Jesus Christ.
It's a dog comedy, and when I say dog comedy, I really mean it's very dog and very little comedy.
It sure sounds dark. Yeah, it does not sound comedic at all, but fuck me, really? A dark comedy
yeah, I just
about a guy who
posted
accidentally. Oh no.
I posted the link to Movie Mania.
Oh boy. La mesita del comedor. Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. I don't know. These days,
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I only saw a TikTok about it, and it floated around in my head. I'm not really a fan of like gore and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sensitive.
Yeah. No, I understand.
I know it's ironic. I work with gore all day and make stuff that makes other stuff be gory, but
I mean, when it comes to people, it's a different story, you know? Like, now I have such a much harder time watching movies or shows where, like, kids are victim to whatever. 'Cause I can't help but relate it to, you know, my own child in one way or another. So... Yeah, I would expect you to be a little more, I don't know if sensitive is the word, but just, like, considering the fact that, yeah, you work in those areas, it'd be a bit of a different story, but...
I mean, that's how I got my username, Champagne Individual. It has nothing to do with the beverage. It was actually, I was watching the film Nothing New on the Western Front. If you ever heard of it.
Nothing new on the Western Front. I know All is Quiet.
All Quiet. that's what
All Quiet.
I just
All Quiet
remembered
was,
the
right?
German
Yeah,
title.
oh, is that what it's called in German? Nothing new on the Western Front?
Yeah, it's what the original book was called, because
Right.
it was written in German.
All Quiet on the...
I just misremembered it.
No, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
There was a title card. It said Champagne 1917, and it like really shocked me because it was like a combat scene, and all of a sudden it cut to black and it said Champagne 1917. And when I made my Twitch account, I didn't know what to put there, and for some reason this title card snapped into my brain, and I was like, yep, Champagne. And individual comes just from because I'm still a person, I'm a human being, I'm not just the drink. I wanted to distinguish myself from that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, trauma of that film led to me being called Champagne.
Yeah, both the original and the new. I thought the new one was a really, really solid remake as far as remakes go. Have you seen either of those, Jack?
The what?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
No.
No, they're intense war films. I don't know how you feel about war films, but they're really good. Both of them, and then they both have their strengths as well. Have you seen the original and the new one, Champagne?
Yes, I have seen both. I even saw the 1930s adaptation, the really old one, and I also saw I heard to the audiobook of the original German version.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I got through all of them. I think it's kind of interesting how it's differentiated. For example, in the original German book, it's quite much gorier. You know what I'm saying? It's sex is less of a theme, because in the new book they talk a lot about more the sexuality of the soldiers, of the individuals, and I really like this movie because it actually is a movie that's about a German person, because it's always fucking the Americans slaughtering the Germans, or the British, and it's such a refreshing thing to see how was my grandpa fighting, because my great grandpa, he was actually fighting on the Western. Yeah, actually, he was on the Western Front.
On the Western Front.
Matter of fact.
Jesus.
And it's actually, I could see, and I thought to myself, each and every single one of these young German boys could have been my grandpa. What he went through.
Yeah.
And it really, that's why it fucked me so much up, because I thought to myself, I'm looking to what was essentially my ancestor. I saw the slaughtering, the gore, and I thought to myself, if I was born like 100 years prior, like 3 generations, you have to consider that the human race existed for 100,000 years, matter of fact. So 100 years prior, and that would be me. And it fucked me up.
Yeah. No kidding. And I mean, not to mention, like, they all came back. What's up, Captain? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Do type about it. But so many of them came back and, were just completely silent about it all, too, about all their experiences. They didn't talk to their families or wives or anyone about it. And, I mean, as a matter of, like, PTSD wasn't something that was diagnosed for half a century after the fact, and just call it shell shock and move on. But yeah, the kinds of things that those guys saw, and the fact that warfare up to that point was nothing like what they experienced in 1917, or of course in World War II either. It was all completely new fucking technology that was just doing shit to bodies that people had never fucking seen before, There's footage. There's footage of French soldiers that are just, like they're doing the old things that they used to do, just like standing upright with their rifles and bayonets and just like marching straight ahead and just getting fucking just completely annihilated, because they hadn't adapted yet to modern warfare. It's so fucking insane. And you have to think about that, to relate that experience into some sort of translation, like a movie or book. That's it brings a whole different perspective to it all.
And you have to consider that, at least for the Allies, this was the trauma. Oh, magic
Later, Jack.
Goodbye. You have to consider that was for the white personnel I actually saw a documentary about how people of color were treated, and they were treated even more worse. Like, to consider that you have to go through all that fucking horror, plus even more horror from your colleagues because they're racist of shits who treat you with less dignity, give you the worst job, give you less payout.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a double bad. I mean, I just
First-
can't even
first
color
one's
it.
in,
How...
you know? Absolutely insane.
Can't even color it. It's just what?
Yeah. No, I was just gonna read Captain's comments really quick, but you finish your thought, Captain. Champagne.
I just want to say, it's one of those things where I take a German phrase and I translate it directly into English, despite it making no sense. To color something means to imagine something. So that was what I meant to say.
Interesting. Did not know that. So Captain's saying, I feel so shitty right now. I just looked through photos when my friends and I started 5th grade. We looked so young back then. Just imagine when you're fucking almost 40 looking back, buddy. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I miss those days so badly when I was still an innocent kid having fun in 5th grade. Now it's a lot worse, but back then times were fun. I was just a kid and I was really, really enjoying everything. Those are formative years, Captain, and you are right now in the midst of the greatest transformation that your body will ever experience. It really is, but also it does come down to a social level as well. Like kids suck, your friends come and go, and it's just going to continue to be a cycle until you're out of elementary school, until you're out of high school, you know. You are still an innocent kid. Might I add, you're still fucking innocent. You're still young. You got so much fucking time ahead of you, dude. Now I look at myself and people say I'm an adult and you're almost 6 feet tall? I don't picture that at all. That's insane. No, yes, you are innocent. You're still a child. You're still not responsible for yourself in a lot of ways, you know. Once you're out of the house and are fully independent, come back to me and tell me tell me what you miss, please. Oh man, no, that's like I suppose it's good that you're already recognizing time going by, because hopefully that translates to you really motivating yourself to make something for yourself and of yourself, as opposed to letting time just slip away without taking any steps towards what you want to become. Because yeah, for a lot of people it takes longer for them to realize, like, holy shit, how much time has gone by. I'm just saying, like, times were very fun back then when everything was easy. Yeah. No, I hear you. You don't go back, buddy. You don't go back. You find moments where things are easier than before. You do find times where things are harder than before. It's all a flux, you know. But you can find good times again. They'll just look different, and they'll be with different people. But that doesn't mean that because those times are gone, they're gone for good. They're just gone in that form. Know what I mean?
But I'm sorry. Let me tell you, once you get older, there comes a brief period of time, and that time is where I am right now, where you get a liberation of becoming an adult. You know what I mean? Nowadays, you have to worry about your grandmas, you tell that stuff. But once you get to move out and you become your own man, you get such a feeling of liberation.
Yeah.
Where, for example, nobody can tell you what you have to do. Nobody has to can tell you what you have to eat, what you have to drink, what you have. You're basically a fan. You can eat ice cream for breakfast. I
If
mean,
you want.
I wouldn't recommend it because once you get older, your metabolism is kind of weird. So if you have ice cream for breakfast, you feel bad all day. But you can do it if you
And
want.
you might
if you
develop
can
diabetes.
stomach
but
it.
yeah. Go for it if you want. You know? No one's gonna stop you, as you're saying.
I would look optimistic into the future, Captain.
Yeah, exactly. Things do go up. Things do get better.
Especially when you tell about your grandma.
Yeah.
Especially when you move out, when you're older, you get to move out. You get to go away from all these toxic people. I know I did. I had a few toxic relatives, and just being out here, being an hour away from home, it's just so fucking liberating, because it's like you can't tell me what to do. You're an asshole. You're a piece of shit. I don't like you. Fuck you. Now I'm free.
Yeah. And Captain, I'll say that is the strength of routine. That's what routine does to people. When you're locked into a routine, the weeks they go by like that, man. They go by fast as all living fuck. But I will say this about like friends at your age, like you're both growing, you're both developing into individuals, and oftentimes interests and just overall directionality in life, you naturally grow apart. You know, like you don't have to lament that, because other people will come in, and you can be happy for your friend who's gone off and done his own thing, you know, and you can vice versa be happy for yourself who will grow up into your own adult, you know. So like I know, like right now in your time of life where options are limited, and you don't have that many friends or opportunities to meet new people, like coming in and out of your life, it's a lot harder. But later on, when you're out of the house, as Champagne is saying, you're going into college, you start to meet all these new fucking people, and they have similar likes and interests, and they're in college for the same reason as you are. And at that point, you're more developed into a person with more concrete likes and morals and all these other things that could potentially keep you together for longer. So, you know, like it's unfortunately just a natural occurrence. Like two people that are friends in 5th grade grow up to no longer be friends. And that can be for a number of different reasons. That isn't necessarily because of a fight, or, you know, over girls or anything like that. It's simply because you're at such a critically developmental age that it's just what happens. Like two people rarely grow parallel to one another. You know, they diverge, they crisscross, and they end up growing apart. And that's natural. That's normal, man. Had fun with these guys for 4 fucking years. Can't just let go now. You will learn to just let go, because why attempt to control something? We've had this conversation. Why try to control something that you have no control over? You know, like all you can do is continue on and do your best to make new friends, you know, and you can hold those. Like, that doesn't mean that you should force yourself to forget those good times that you've shared with them. That just means maybe they are just a little more precious to you, that they were fleeting, you know, that they were there 1 minute and gone the next. So, oh, you still talk every day. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, well, there you go. I'm not sure what you're worried about then, if you're still talking every day. You know?
Yep. Another piece of advice I can give you, and I think Pint can verify that, when people offer you nicotine, please just say no. Trust me, your friends will gonna say, oh, just have a cigarette, or oh, if you don't smoke, you're uncool, because that's how it started with me. I mean, I'm not a nicotine addict, but it's just like all my friends said, oh, come on, smoke. And I just caved in. It was such a fucking bad period of my life. I'm so glad that I'm not susceptible to nicotine addiction. Like, I spent entire weeks and like months not doing any nicotine, but ever so often I just pop in a Zyn just for the hell. Matter of fact, I just had a Zyn. Like, when I was in your stream, nicotine pouch.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, we have talked about that. That's a little gross. Those pouches are a little nasty.
Yeah, I know. I'm ashamed of myself. But that's that's the shitty thing about nicotine, right? You can't just fucking stop it. It's that's why I'm telling Captain, don't begin with the shit. It's
Yeah,
just
don't
so
start. Just
expensive.
don't- yeah.
It's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of shit. Why did I ever get talked into this?
Yeah.
Fuck this.
I spend $150 a month on this little baby right here. That's a lot. Let's do some quick math, shall we? 1,200 plus 50,
$1,800 a year.
There you go, a year. Thank you. That's that could be a lot of groceries, you know, or a lot of gas. That's a third of my rent for 1 month. Still. and no, AK, I'm glad that you think vapes are ass. I will say this, that I used to smoke cigarettes, and ever since I stopped and I transitioned to this, I have felt way fucking better. I did feel like my lungs were screaming for help back when I was smoking cigarettes, and I would get winded really fucking easily. There's 3 ingredients in this versus over 100 in cigarettes. So, you know, there's no fiberglass at the very least in here. Your parents spent 2,400 RON on a really big box of cigs. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. How long did those cigarettes last for them? And at least it was both of them spending that money, and not just a single one of them. Cheap ass. Well, I mean that is part of it though too. Is that these things? This is not a marketing ploy for you to start. But one of these guys does last me 2 days versus a pack of cigarettes that would last me 1 day. Back when I was smoking. You guys,
I just Googled
I gotta,
it.
yeah, go for it. I gotta pee, but go for it.
2,400 RON are about $530.
Oh, okay. So that's a third.
And considering that the average Romanian makes 100,260 RONs a year on average, I could calculate. You can go piss. I calculated. Meanwhile.
Thank you. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Oh, that was good. Whew. That's so good. Yeah, that must have been a carton. I don't know, Captain. When I said $1,800, a year is cheap. My phone, just for comparison, my phone is less than $50 a month. My phone is like $43 a month.
I crunched the numbers, so that's the 200, the 2,400 RON are about 2.4% of the annual income. That would be, if you were to adjust it for US dollars, if you were to spend it on an average American wage, about $1,549.88.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So it's like almost $1,600 dollars a year, adjusting for American wages.
Wow. Okay. I gotcha. So kind of simple, but yeah, I guess that depends on how long those cigarettes lasted your parents. Was that like, did it last them 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, a week? How long did that last them? And Captain, I don't know what like as a person with zero income, I don't know how you have much of a, finger on the cost of living. Just saying. I could easily be putting that towards something else, Something more enjoyable. Weeks at most. Jesus. Yeah, you do live pretty well. Exactly. You might live better than I do. I don't fucking know. My folks ain't rich. At least I didn't grow up rich. My mom married into money after she and my dad divorced. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, your depression is a problem. Exactly. Money doesn't solve everything now, does it? Not in the least. At least maybe you could afford a therapist. when the time is right, Oh boy. God, my mom at this point is so silly when it comes to things that suddenly matter in her life. Like she married this guy, and then all of a sudden it's just like new car every fucking year, My parents had the same fucking cars growing up. They never got new cars. They never exchanged them at all. They ran, They worked. They got them from
May I ask
from A to
what
B.
car?
My mom had a Honda Civic, and my dad had a Toyota Tacoma. Growing up. And then later on, my dad, after the Toyota eventually failed, he got a Honda Civic. And my mom then started to get all these new cars once a year from her new husband. And they've switched a bit. Now she's driving a Lexus. What was it previous? Fuck, I don't remember. She switches them pretty often. I mean, if you read my messages when I was mad about having to drop my only money on a... No, yeah, of course. And my little brother had 4,000 RON laying around in his room. What's a little fucking guy doing with 4,000 RON? What's a little boy doing with any fucking kind of cash money?
That's $878.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Like my son gets gifted $5 for his birthday from a relative, and I take that cash and I put it in a bank account that I started when he was born that now has maybe close to $2,000 in it. See, that's something. If I took that $150 a month and I put that into my son's bank account every year, like I could get closer towards his college education, But instead I put it in my mouth and I fucking fart it back out my mouth. So Yeah, that's insane, Captain. That is batshit. That's batshit. How much is 900 Ron?
$200 almost.
$200. He got gifted $200. Wait. I'm sorry. You got gifted the 900 Ron, but wasn't that spent back towards a printer that your parents wanted to just wanted to have? Yeah, must, at least you don't have to worry about that, though, Captain. At least you don't have to worry about eating or, having electricity, having a roof over your head, At least you don't have to worry about that. Or, paying your own bills through work currently, You will one day, and I hope that your parents are open to helping you. But, yeah, Captain. I understand being miffed over the fact that your parents gifted you money that they then took back to spend on something you didn't want or need. I do understand that, especially like when it's supposed to be a gift, quote unquote. That just doesn't make it a gift, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Question, because to Captain, I just wanted to look it up for the purchasing power, because some countries are cheaper, and I just looked it up. It says Lei as a currency in Romania, not RON. Is Lei and RON the same, or am I missing something?
What is Lei? Yeah. Right. No, I mean, Captain, like as a kid, you want affection. You want to feel loved by your parents. You want them to be proud of you, right? They are the same as what Captain said. Lion Ron.
Okay.
And yeah, just like being tossed some fucking cash when there's all these other things that you crave. That doesn't resolve anything. That doesn't make you feel wanted. That's to them, that's cheap, right? It's like actions cost more to them than money. So no, I hear where you're coming from. Yes.
I just crunched the numbers, and 900 Lei or 900 ROM is about the purchasing power of $515.
Okay.
I can account for Pacifica.
You are a whiz.
Oh no, I can't actually have Pacific. What's the next biggest city you have?
Let's just do San Francisco.
San Francisco. That's the purchasing power of about $515.
Okay.
So 900 RON can get you as much as $515 in San Francisco.
Man, yeah, that's a lot of vapes. That's like half the year in utilities. That's a bulk of the year for electricity. So that could go a long way. That's also half the year of my son's after-school care. That's half the year of auto insurance for one vehicle. That could go a long way. That could go a long way. Thank you for being so quick-fingered, Champagne. Appreciate that.
I just calculated it. That would be 382 euros for over the border, and for me it would be around 569 francs. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, Captain, I am sorry that your parents opt to try to solve your problems with money literally thrown at you instead of the quality time that you would prefer to spend. You know, that's shitty. It's really shitty. It's fucking cheap. Even if it's money, it's cheap. You know. So no, I totally understand where you're coming from, dude. Don't you worry about it. You guys, I think I'm going to get off a little early today. Not quite yet, but I'm gonna get off in about 20 minutes so I can fucking nap before I pick up my son. Because I'm slow today. I'm moving slow. I don't have any real thoughts occurring upstairs today. Such a whirlwind yesterday. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but sometimes when like I work really hard, that night it's just like, I don't know if it's my adrenaline or what's going on, but it's like even though I'm like really exhausted and tired, just can't sleep. Does that happen to you ever, Champagne?
Barely.
No. Yeah.
I mean, my metabolism isn't yet so developed that I can still eat ice cream for breakfast. I'm not that developed.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I think it's just my head. Usually, when it hits the pillow, it just won't shut up after a long day's work, and like everything I could have done differently, especially since I work in a creative field. It's just like, oh shit, this light should have been placed at more 3/4 edge instead of the wrap I had on it. It's a soft key.
I posted the website where I converted it into chit chat, so if you want to convert something, you can just punch the numbers in.
No, that's great. It's good to have. I mean, you know, like such an international. Look at that. Look at those beautiful landmarks. Yeah, it's such an international stream, you know. Yeah, that'll probably come in handy. I should bookmark that. So thank you. How do I? Okay, well, I'll figure that out. Captain, have you been flying much lately? If you managed to get together with your friends and have that fly party you were talking about? Or is this still kind of branching off of the same problem? Or your parents didn't want you to do that? If you're still here, Captain.
I just calculated it. I would have been given the equivalent to about $15. What my parents gave to me as a pocket money. How do you say it? Pocket money?
Yeah.
Money that your parents give to you?
Yeah. For what, like birthday, Christmas?
No, every month. Like
every month. Oh, yeah. We call that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Allowance. We call that allowance.
Because you allow your children some money or something?
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't have an allowance growing up. I took up jobs around the neighborhood, you know, like raking people's leaves, painting houses, mowing lawns, that sort of thing to earn any extra pocket money. Which, you know, was good. Helped me learn how to interact with people for the sake of earning, you know. But at the same time, it would have been nice some days to have some lunch money at school. You know?
Wait, you don't have free school lunches?
Not back then. We do now. But
Okay.
not when I was in high school. Not when I was in elementary school. I should say. No, that was all for a fee. And most people would bring their own bag lunches or whatever, but the cafeteria was always paid. Sometimes that's just how it is. Now my son has free breakfast and lunch. Like if we drop him off early enough, he gets a free breakfast, which is awesome. And that, I mean, like that's the way it should fucking be, you know? Like no child should be hungry. Like let's just make it happen, you know? So many tax dollars going towards unaccounted fucking things.
I just realized something. In all these old movies and TV series, you always see the high school bully stealing people's lunch money. And I was always thinking like, oh, that's lunch money. That's like for candy or stuff, because they were always so depressed when they didn't have any lunch money. But I just realized that's like for food. Like
for food.
If you rob someone's lunch money, they don't eat.
Don't eat.
Like
exactly.
This isn't for candy or something. This is like actual nutrient. That's
it's
like
basic.
so fucked up now.
Yeah, it's really basic, you know? Yeah. So like I'm all for that. I'm all for it. And there's certain states that have free lunches for their students, but not every state. It's not a federal thing. It's not nationwide, you know, and it should be, in my mind. There's too many fucking hungry kids. So.
I mean, I don't want to get political, but I think it's quite extreme that that children have to go hungry. I mean, I think that should be pretty apolitical to say, but you know
I
what I mean?
agree. I would agree, especially when it comes to, you know, certain parties that are all about like children's well-being and like family first and all that fucking shit. Like put your money where your mouth is. Make that shit happen. You know, like if you say the kids are so fucking important, let's like give them their basic needs at the very fucking least, like food, you know?
I mean, I really don't want to get political, but I have to think about the thing. So long as the baby is in the womb, you are not allowed to touch it. You can't remove it. But as soon as it's out of the womb, yeah, just let it
on
stop.
its own. On its fucking own. Yeah, that baby can take care of itself. Yeah, it's so fucking hypocritical, dude. It's so dumb.
Yeah, so I should be heading to bed.
Yeah,
I'm
feeling.
I wish you good luck with your son, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing fucking excellent. Really thriving in first grade. He's very helpful, is what his teacher says. I just had a parent-teacher conference with his teacher, not just like 2 weeks ago, and apparently he's a big helper in the classroom, which is awesome. So yeah. So I wanted to keep making friends and, you know, keep helping out. It's pretty neat.
Oh, hope you see you next time.
Yep.
Goodbye, Mr. Flint.
Later, Champagne. Thanks for joining The Voice, and I'll be back on tomorrow, hopefully a bit better rested.
I won't be here. I have a shooting competition.
Oh.
Yeah, we have everyone grabs their rifles and we are shooting, and whoever shoots the best wins.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, kick some ass.
It's air rifles, by the way, so I can't be shooting lasers, so I can't post a picture of like my thing because it's all lasers, computer stuff. But I look what I can photograph.
Yeah, you have those wacky glasses that you saw in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I do it like the guy from Turkey. I just raw dog it.
That guy's awesome. He's the uncle that everyone wants. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you
too.
next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Whew. Yeah, I'm like pretending to be awake at this point. Oh, what's up, Twit? How you doing? Good to see you. Apologies, I'm fucking exhausted. Yeah, I'm hitting my wall pretty hard, so I'm gonna get out of here in like 10 minutes. But how about a quick update? How's everything going, Twit? Things good? For a little background, since you weren't here earlier, yesterday I was working on a commercial where we were shooting a symphony. Everything's, you know, don't think too hard. Things are bad, you can tell me about that too. But yesterday we were shooting a symphony for a commercial, and we didn't have, you know, like we were just allowing the symphony to play, like their whole selection of songs. So like all the things that we needed to capture, all the instruments and the people playing them, it was kind of just like luck of the draw. It was totally up to chance. We were just running fucking everywhere around this fucking symphony, trying to dodge their violin bows and trying to dodge spittle. Like the French horns were the worst. They kept like dumping all the spit out of their French horns and just like shaking it everywhere. It's really fucking annoying. But so it was just like non-stop yesterday. Yeah, I'm feeling it today. So, yeah. It's going all right, finally. I've been trying to code a program that helps me fix my sleeping schedule so I sleep at normal times and not at 2 or 3 a.m. at night. Good for you. Secondly, I will get a bread making machine. Oh shit, okay. Like a proving oven? Or what kind of bread making machine? So I'm proud of myself but exhausted since I've been working on it for 4 days straight. I gotcha. Is what kind of a do you want to talk about the bread machine or about the program first? Because that program sounds mighty helpful, you know? Oh, and so it's a proving oven and it has an oven on top of it? Is it a separate unit that does it rest on the counter, or is it like this whole fucking? You want to talk about the program? Okay, let's jump into that then. What's it like? Is it like a series of programmable alarms? Is it different kind of sounds, like a sound machine? What's the overall concept there? With trying to help get back on a sleep schedule. Nice. Yeah, that is the important bit, isn't it? I've only tried making bread 3 times, and I absolutely hated it. The last time I actually got, you know, something edible out of it, but just like the amount of effort and mess. I'll just go buy a loaf, thank you very much. Yeah, so the program is that it helps me wake up 5 minutes earlier every day. Okay. I gotcha. So I don't sleep 8 hours a day. Instead, I save 7 hours and 55 minutes. Gotcha. All right. And is that something that you noticed, like 8 hours was just kind of too much for you? So it's a program that simply creates 6 different alarms for 6 days straight. Right? No, if I sleep 8 hours every day, then I wake up at the same time every day. Okay. But if I wake up 5 minutes earlier every day, then I will wake up earlier and earlier, and after several weeks, I don't sleep at 3 a.m. anymore. Instead, I sleep at 1 a.m. I got you. No, I perfectly understand that. So, yeah, like, if people are, it's a pain in the ass to program. I gotcha. Like that's one of the first things that I recommend if someone is like staying up way too fucking late and sleeping way too late into the day. That's one of the first things that I recommend is like forcing yourself to wake up earlier. And the earlier you wake up on a more routine basis, the earlier you end up sleeping every night. It's just a shift, right? It's a total shift. But it's something that you need to really work towards achieving. It's been buggy, and I've been working on it for 1 year, really, and it never gets fixed. But today, I finally fixed it. Good job, my friends. I hope you did. I certainly hope you did. I mean, I'm sure that, you know, like, there's a lot of people out there that could use something like that. Is this something that you're planning to market? Something that you're planning to put on, you know, like the Apple Store, App Store, anything like that? Or is it something that you're primarily just planning on using yourself? I gotcha. That's fine. I was just curious. It was for you. Perfect. It's awesome. That's awesome, man. So will you find out in the morning if you fix the bugs? Is that the timetable you've got? Your goal in life is to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. That's a heck of a goal. And that's quite early. And go to bed, what, like 9 p.m.? Something like that. $2,100 hours. In 3 days, I will know if I fixed the problem. I gotcha. Okay. Hopefully you did. You'll have to let me know on Monday if you manage to fix it. This type of program takes time to find out what is wrong. I believe it, man. I don't program at all. I have zero comprehension with computer science or Java or, you know, whatever the fuck you're using these days. So add up 3 days with 3 and more 3 and more, and you can see that it takes 1 year and longer. I gotcha. Okay. I see. I understand. I gotcha. I hope you did it. And I hope that you can adjust your sleep schedule. That can certainly be an uphill battle, my friend. For fucking sure. I am going to start looking for someone to raid. And then I'm going to flee. As soon as we raid that fucking person, so I can jump into bed. And speaking of sleep, nap while I can. Before I pick up my son. Place narcissism. What the fuck's that? You've been working on it so much that I end up sleeping later and later. Oh no! It's been doing the opposite for you. Shit. It's no fun. Oh man. Yeah. Twit, I'm glad that you managed to catch me. Again, apologies that I'm getting off a little earlier than usual. But, yeah. Talking about sleep, that's what I fucking need, man. At any rate, I'll be back on tomorrow, okay? And until then, no, I'm not gonna do this one. Changed my mind. I thought I picked Streamer to Raid, but yeah, changed my mind. Let's see. What do we got? We got a bunch of gamers. What are you doing? Walking Dead Season 2. No. Yeah, sounds good, Twit. Hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. If not, have yourself a pleasant weekend. Okay, we'll just see what's up with this person. Small streamer. She's got 3 viewers. Intended for certain audiences. May contain drugs, intoxication, or excessive tobacco use, significant profanity or vulgarity. Sexual themes. All right, sure, whatever. Sounds like a party. All right, guys. Here we go. Gonna do it. How many people are in here? 4 viewers. Okay. There we go. All right. Enjoy the raid. I don't know what to expect. So until tomorrow, you guys, whoever's still lingering around. Yeah, right. My type of themes, too. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Get some rest. There we go.